I think we're streaming. Yes. Sick. Do you like it being nighttime? We can make it daytime.
Like I generally prefer the nighttime. It's not quite as hot.
Sick. Yeah, this is a desert area, so apparently.
It gets real cold in the desert at nighttime, though. I don't know if
That's
you know
true.
this.
But, I mean, unfortunately... Oh, that didn't work. There you go. Fortunately, you've got all that armor on. So I'm sure they can wear a coat. So the Maliceptor... Where's he at? There he is. I was also playing with my base tints. And if you can just change the transparency on your bases, you can make your bases
how did
invisible.
you make it? How did you make it nighttime?
Yeah, right? I got this
so
cool gizmo. I think it got thrown over the edge of the table, so I don't know what that means.
Okay, so I'm just letting you know. I still see daytime.
Oh, really?
But when I look at it on YouTube, I'm like, oh, the map looks real different.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Let me spawn this thing again. I think somebody threw my thing off, so that would do it.
Are you accusing me? Because there's only 2 people in here.
I think you did. You spawned your army on top of it, and I think it got destroyed. Here we go. Sun time. Does it look like sunny time now?
Now it's like, yeah, super sunny.
Super sunny. And then we can flip it.
Like
Is it nighttime now?
Like no, it's just like slightly.
What's happening? Tell me what's happening. I want to know on your screen.
Do you want me to send you a screenshot of what my game looks like right
Yeah.
now? That's what I'm going to do.
Send me a screenshot. I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know how this sunlight thing functions. Wow.
All right. So this is what it looks like now. Are you going to flip the sunlight on me?
Let's see. That looks normal. And then I'll flip it.
Yep.
Does it change anything?
Nope.
Oh, jeez. Everything's ruined.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your immersion.
God.
It's like slightly darker.
Damn,
right now,
that's so weird. Yeah, I wonder if we have different lighting settings. I did
Maybe.
futz with my lighting settings the other day.
That seems probable. I mean, I guess I can send you this.
Does this do the shadows change? If this is just, they're supposed to change when I move this.
Nah, man. Hold on. Right now it's darker. Nope, it's brighter.
Yeah, I was rolling it around. Go.
Okay, so now it's. Oh, no. Keep moving it.
Dark. Light. Dark. Light. And then the shadows change when I bump it into things. Bump.
Like that. That's the difference that I see.
Weird. It's very strange.
I can't believe people are actually watching this stream. All right, let's roll. I got a.
Let's do it. Oh, we gotta do it.
Look at Chow. I got a 2.
I got a. Who will never know.
Jeez. I call the judge.
4.
Okay.
I'll attack, I guess.
Sounds good.
Seems like the play. Yeah, there are 3 people. RGC 2005, what's up, dude? Christian Lawrence. Hey, how's it going? I'm about to post in the Discord about this, but this is a super impromptu live stream. I've been building maps to play for T5S2. And I want to show people because it's pretty freaking sick. We'll do it in the T5S2 general thing.
So this one's interesting. We don't get a ruin in our starting deployment zone.
Right, so that's what these L things are for, so you can actually have something to hide behind, but the majority of your deployment zone is open, yeah. So I built, when I started building, the 2 maps I built so far, I basically started with a deployment zone and built around that. So this one I started building around Vanguard Strike, because the Vanguard Strike deployment zones are basically covered by the L. But it makes search and destroy and like hammer and anvil super weird.
Yeah, we're gonna play frontline.
Cool. That seems pretty good.
Actually, could I play for testing purposes? Do you want to play search and destroy?
I am good with either. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it's good for you
Yeah,
because
because you
you
can't
have the
charge
guns,
this.
and I can't
Yeah,
charge you the big buildings. Yeah.
and I'm just gonna deploy back here in the corner.
And, yep, you're gonna
Maybe
hide
a
in the corner.
Sally. Uh,
That corner or this corner?
it
This
would be
map
this corner.
this map
You're
is
right.
also slightly asymmetric, like
I
super
don't like the
slightly,
fact that it bugs me actually. I like
because this road isn't evenly spaced.
I know, and I do you remember the War Machine and Hordes map was like that. Like the road was like 2 degrees off.
Oh yeah,
I wish
that sucked so hard.
Yeah,
There's
I'd always like remove the scenario. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. There was one with like with like a big fountain in the middle and like a central square or a central court, like in the center of a city, and the court was like 22 inches from one side, and you're like, get the f out of here.
The flip side is like there are really horrible firing lanes.
Yeah, so I like the idea of opening the middle of the center line as it's just this enormous, like super death zone, and I think that's interesting.
For testing purposes, let's play Search and Destroy. I do not think this is the best deployment for me, but since we're just trying to test the map, I think
Yeah,
let's do this.
that
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Secondaries.
Luke McCarthy, this map is not yet available. That's why we're playing it right now. I made
It's
it all
available
by
on
myself.
Patreon.
It's
You should say it's available.
yeah, I should. You're right.
Work on that again. Luke, ask your question again. Trevi.
Yeah, well, it's a do-over.
Hey, Trevi, where can I get the sweet map?
Oh, it's available on Patreon. Patreon.com/Tactical Tortoise. If you join there, you'll definitely be able to find it. So right now, what we're doing, people in the chat, one of the things that I'd like to do in future seasons of T5S2 is have maps be a little more interesting, and have maps included as part of the pregame process, like deployment zones are right now. And so we're playing with some different ones, or I'm playing with playing around with some different versions. But the idea is to definitely keep it balanced and competitive as the #1 goal, but create more interesting sort of angles of attack, and also theme things to make it a little bit more visually appealing. Obviously, we have these cool spotlights I'm super proud of. That's the part I like the most.
It's not really a Patreon thing at all, Luke. I always Trevi does a horrible job of like selling himself, so I always remind him. It's not on Patreon. When this is available, I'm pretty sure it'll be available for free consumption. It'll probably be branded, like there'll probably be a giant turtle in the middle. But
there's going to be turtles everywhere, dude.
So yeah, Luke, you're not missing out on anything. It's just not out yet.
Yeah,
Trevi just does a bad job of selling himself. Yeah,
I do.
I'm going to take Mark for Death. I'm going to take Recon.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call. I'm definitely going to take Recon because I'm going first. Bloop.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What else do you give up?
So what I want to know, and I'm going to open this up to the Discord too. I just posted in the Discord, but I'd like to start a discussion on there. Is what people think of this style of map. I think there's probably going to be some people who don't like it. They just want to play ITC Ruins all day, which is fair.
Well, hey, let's run through the map real quick and explain.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, the tooltips aren't active yet. Yeah, we did it ourselves, but we haven't talked about it. The idea is that the big L's, these two big L's in the corner, are ruins. So infantry can pass through them. Obviously, they block line of sight, but which they do because they're just giant walls. And we're calling these crates in the middle, as well as these buildings and these tall walls, obstructions. So effectively they'll give cover if you're within an inch of them and obscured by them, but you can't move over them. Flyers can't land on top of them, and they block line of sight as much as they actually do. Luke McCarthy says he will not use this map if there's not a giant turtle in the middle. Could I interest you in a tortoise in the center of the table instead? These landing pads are going to be craters for today.
I think you need to make those more apparently craters, or really do up the tooltip.
Oh yeah, they're gonna everything's gonna be tooltipped as soon as we figure out what it all is. I haven't done the tooltips yet. Some of them, I don't know how people fit them in the actual description. In the description box. The description box does not have a high character limit.
Ripper Swarms are troops, aren't they?
They sure are.
So you don't give up gangbusters.
I don't. I don't.
Big Game Hunter, nope, because I'm taking Mark for Death. Butchers, probably not.
RGC 2005 makes 6 traffic light pole models in the middle to be TTS action cams. We'll have the traffic cameras. Like, they'll grab your license plate as the Gene Stealers speed by. Too fast. You're breaking the law. We'll send you a bill in the mail.
This is not a good engineer's map.
I didn't even look at your list. Are you playing normal garbage or old school garbage? Oh, this looks terrible, dude.
Get the sunlight out of here. Yeah, man, I never said I played good list. If you want someone to play good list, you should have gotten someone.
You don't want it to be sunny anymore? All right, nighttime. All right, it's back to sunlight.
Yeah, so three squads of suppressors, grav devs.
Gross.
2 large 10-man intercessor squads. One of them has a thunderhammer. One of them has a power fist. 2 5-person intercessor squads. No real bells and whistles on the 5s.
What do the 10-mans have? Bolt rifles or autos?
They all have
standard bolt rifles.
Yeah, bolt rifles. Apothecary Warlord with the Feel No Pain bubble. Suppressors. Yeah, man. Remember? I messaged you this morning. Salamander Librarian. There's the Apothecary we talked about. The Relic is the +1 attack. And then within 6 inches, they can pop it. This will be a Chapter Master. I don't think I'm going to make it harder to kill into you. Though I might, because you have Gene Stealers.
I do. I definitely won't smite him. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, we've played this matchup how many times before?
Yeah, Sean McLaughlin, I know how to change the description box. I just have to format some of the text so it actually fits in it. Because I was trying to type into one the other day and it filled up.
The 10-mans have 2 grenade launchers.
Cool. And then some scouts. Are you you're like super reapable, right? You just have like 600 wounds of infantry.
No,
you're not.
Talking about no. I give up big game.
Yeah. You give up 0 big game. You give up 1 big game.
I give up one big Thunderfire cannon, bro.
That's true. Yeah, so it's 20, 40, 58.
Yeah, I mean, you can take Reaper against all day. I mean, I have 30 intercessors, right? So that's 60.
That's 60 by itself, and then you have all the specialist guys. So I guess we'll take Reaper and Recon.
Headhunter's a pretty common one I see taken against me. I'm not saying that's good or bad, but I do bring 6 of them, right?
Why am I so bad at clicking on this?
I don't know. Maybe you should make the buttons real big.
I should.
Do you remember? Did your like grandparents ever have one of those like giant landline phones that had buttons like the size of index cards?
No. My grandparents died before I was born.
Mine did. Well, I'm an orphan, so
there you go.
That's
Get out of here, Zosha. So it's funny and it's sad. No one in the chat will ever. That is the insidest of inside jokes. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
I don't know if old school's smart. I pretty much don't get the first turn.
Well, I'm gonna come screaming at you. You're gonna kill some of them then for on turn 1.
Well, I'm gonna try. Go ahead, place your duders. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave to use the bathroom if that wasn't.
All right. Well, see you. What's my last pick here? So I'm gonna say Headhunter because I'm a boring dude. I'm gonna kill some of these dudes eventually. And that is probably not the right call, but it's easy to pick. Where's Headhunter at? There it is. Cool. Secondaries, boom. All right. Yeah, so chat, it looks like a couple people just joined, so I appreciate that. We're playtesting some weird stuff right now. For those who missed the spiel earlier, the plan for T5S2 is to move away from playing nothing but ITC ruins all the time and move into playing some a sort of rotating selection of maps that are selected similar to deployment zones in the current ITC, and so the working theory right now is that the defending player will roll for both. Let's do that. We'll roll for both map and deployment. They'll probably roll for map first and then deployment because those inform each other. Pick the highest or whatever, basically the same way that ITC does it. And so the maps are obviously designed to be balanced, but also meant to add more interesting lines of sight for different, what do you call it? Deployment zones. So, for example, I built this one based on Vanguard Strike because you have these big ruins that you can hide if you get the Vanguard Strike deployment, but Search and Destroy you don't. So it's going to be a little interesting. And I think
You're
that
still not deployed.
Yeah, I was just talking to the chat because like 10 more people joined.
What you're doing? I cannot believe how many people are watching this game.
It's gonna be it's a tactical game, dude.
That's not true at all.
It's a tactical tortoise game.
Deployment to test the map.
What's that?
I don't think this map is good for me.
You don't think it's good for me?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Main reason being the exocrines.
Yeah, I guess it's true. If you are the Sicarian build, I think it's awesome for you.
I agree.
You just get this enormous,
live right
stupid line right through the middle, dude.
Like, bowling alley.
Yeah. But no, I think I agree with you. The infantry list is probably a little tougher.
I know. That's why mistakes have been made. What fleet are you? Are these Kraken?
So yeah, the red stuff's Kraken. I guess I should tell you what a Maliceptor does because you asked me and I just didn't. It's a big psyker boy.
Yeah, I looked it up on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. Well, sounds like you're all good then. I'll stop talking.
Sure. So, what do you think if we make a podcast where I just read Wikipedia articles to people every week?
Dude, I pitched that to Shuma the other day. We were at like 2 a.m. We were just like drunkenly going through Wikipedia and looking at like all of the dumbest rules in the game. And I was like, dude, we have to make this to a podcast. And he was like, no one's going to listen to that, Trevi. And I was like, that's true. I would. Patrick Persiani, yeah, we just started. We're just deploying right now.
Psychic overload.
Yeah, it's the worst rule. Maybe make a video on like top 10 least thought out rules that GW has ever written.
Oh, sorry.
Like
what do you have that's
one.
over 120? You have 2 genies that are, right?
Yeah, all the Gene Stealers are. Like everything is basically.
Okay.
Besides the Rippers and the Neurothropes, I guess.
I'll mark the 3 genies and that extra.
Luke McCarthy is not wrong. The Maliceptor is the world's biggest distraction carnifex. I should just put these guys here and then stick a unit behind this ruin on turn 1 and see how that goes.
I know this is weird and kind of like a fluff bunny thing, but I don't like the crates in the middle. They don't seem to fit the scheme.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of ruins my immersion.
Yeah, I think we can replace them with something. It was, I think it was like, it being a Tau thing, like maybe like a crashed devilfish or something goes in that area.
What if you just put like a Necron monolith to confuse? What's the Forge World model?
Just a Necron monolith in the middle of the road. You know, as you do.
Yeah. They're coming out with the Psychic Awakening books.
That's true. Yeah, we'll have to get on that. I did build the Necron map also.
It's going to be good.
Auspex Tactics said it's going to be good.
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
Anyone who speaks to kings, I believe.
So Auspex Tactics can speak to kings? What? What does that mean?
He's got a British accent.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, the kings. I think he said 2 kings. I was like, does he know the ruler of a nation or something? Like, I don't know. Patrick Puyasiani says, every time he sees me play, he wants to play Tyranids. That is really nice of you to say there, bud.
Have you checked out the latest Art of War podcast, Patrick? Because Trevi is a guest on there talking about Tyranids.
I am. I do talk about Tyranids. It's the best episode that terrible podcast has ever come out with.
An obelisk? That's actually, yeah.
An obelisk.
Luke gets me.
Yeah.
Why is that big distraction carnifex going in the front of your army?
Because that's all it does, dude. Just wanders around in the front of my army.
With a 4-up save?
Yeah. It's a 4-up invulnerable save.
That's why I said a 4-up save.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. If you shoot me with a scout, I'm gonna take that. I'm a little limited at the front of my deployment zone here, which I don't hate.
Yeah, there's definitely some interesting decision points on it. Like, I'm definitely going to be deploying as far away from your crap as possible. But
oh, that's rude. You should try being close to me, because all I want to do is hug you. No. I brought all these arms just for hugging. All right, these guys are gonna suck in a little bit and get up there.
What's your theoretical first turn charge with these stupid G's?
44 inches.
Yeah, I don't think I can deploy 44 inches away from you.
You can try.
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I can deploy back here. Let me mark it off. That's my safe zone.
Bloop.
Which one did I mark?
All of them?
No, I only marked one execute.
Oh, one exocrine?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't pick my adaptive. But you have indirect, right? You have Thunderfires? You have Wonderfire. Alright. You can drop turn 1, so I should...
multiple Thunderfires?
Right. What's... You started getting sleepy? That's fair, dude. I don't blame you. We're going to put the distraction card effects here. Do I put, I guess I will put a Neurothrope here in the front. We just have to make it so that Swarmy doesn't get grabbed off the table immediately, I guess, is the only issue.
Well, maybe I should have marked Swarmy instead of the execute. Nah.
I think I have to deploy all my Rippers in this game, which makes me feel terrible.
Just to block me out?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing you could do, I guess.
Captain Symbiostorm should go over here, and this is Captain Catalyst. I guess it's Sergeant Symbiostorm and Captain Catalyst.
I don't think that the Hive Fleet follows rank.
Well...
I don't think there's a good, like, career path trajectory.
Yeah, it is, it's a good career path, but it's not a long one.
Roadmap to, like, promotions, yeah. What's the range on the Impaler cannon? It's 24, 36.
36. 24 is their crappy assault gun, which is terrible. Alright, so we'll put some Rippers back here. We'll put some Rippers over here. Yeah, we'll put Rippers there. I'll put Rippers there. I think I can make the Grav, like, functionally useless, but... so I'm going to Dermic Symbiosis one of my Exocrines, I guess this one.
Sure,
for a CP, yeah. And that can be the one you marked or not, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care. It's your choice.
Okay. I think that's... I'm just deployed everything, so here we go.
I'm up to 11 because I'm just making him a chapter master. What about you?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So...
Luke McCarthy, they're really only good to adaptations, full stop, I think, for the most part, is what you meant to say. What are you saying, Sung?
I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, because you got a bunch of guns, or you got a bunch of stuff.
Do you have a bunch of stuff?
No, it's not my favorite thing. I've marked off over here, if you look, that's my safe out of charge range deployment zone.
Perfect. Your whole army's going in there?
We're going to try.
Yeah, it is interesting, because all the terrain in the middle is going to kind of slow me down a little bit.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't really want to, like, do I just, like, deploy a 10-man out there and you, like, double exocrine a 10-man intercessor off the board? Like,
yeah,
that's horrible.
Do that. Right? Make it happen.
No,
yeah, so the interesting thing, chat, I've noticed about the Maleceptor is that if people shoot it, that's great, because then I don't have to spend CP to make it work. And if... oh, so the other thing about that, I should tell you this, Song. I don't know if you read this in the Wikipedia, but... the Maleceptor, I have a 2CP strat at the start of your shooting phase I can do, and it makes everyone within 6 inches of the Maleceptor shooting attacks against them is -1 strength. So that's like the real reason it's there. It's not just there to be a big dumb boy.
Yeah, it has a way to force you to have to deal with the thing, right? That's
But if you kill it, I'm like, well, you had to shoot it a bunch because it was an invuln save, and I don't have to spend those CP anymore.
I think I might have to move over. The goal is I don't want your exocrines to be able to see that. If you move over to there...
Yeah, I can only move 6 also and shoot, so...
Yeah, but I'm too far out.
Yeah. Dylan Holmes, you've been kicking around using Remora stealth drones as body blockers. I just looked up what they did, and then I forgot. I don't feel like Tau need... to buy something to be body blockers. You can just play more tactical drones, right? You just have like 50 shield drones. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, the rewards are 50 points each. Like, for 3 wounds? I don't know.
You have nothing in reserve? Nah, you went dry.
Yeah, I took it out. I put it all on the table. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing that you did it.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
it's
Yeah, it's a good place for those intercessors to go. I do like that.
Well, like, where else are they gonna go, Trevi?
Well, it also means that I can't hide in here, right? Because that was the plan for this unit. Was to just go into this L and be like, "What's up, dudes?" But then they just move 6 inches over and kill me.
Right. Like, I could play super conservative and try to keep everything on line of sight from you, but
well, yeah, I only threat 42. Like, I don't think I can get you. Oh, I can get you. Never mind.
This one definitely.
I'm gonna get you.
They both can get me.
You gonna get got.
I feel like you told me that. I feel like you just lied to my face.
Yeah, with no central line of sight blocking, this deployment becomes very interesting for this one going second. I feel like you try to null this one out being a defender.
That's why I don't think this is a good deployment zone for me. We said that in the beginning. Like, I'm fine playing because, like, we're just trying to test them.
And I also built it with that in mind, that this was a bad one. You're trying to roll out of it.
So, like, I'm curious if I deploy the Inceptors. No, I think I don't. I think I need them to blow up the screen later. I have no idea where my Eliminators are going to live.
Chat likes my lights. Yes. The lights are my favorite part. Although some of them don't work. There's supposed to be lights along all of the highway lights. There's supposed to be these spotlights, and for some reason, some of them don't show up. Like, the glow shows up, but the actual light doesn't. It's weird. Luke McCarthy, 10 out of 10, would join the Patreon for a Space Hulk map. I can make it happen, I think. Yeah, for the people who just joined, we're playtesting this new style of map. The idea, theoretically, if people enjoy the experience, in T5S2 is to move from just playing ITC ruins to playing like a rotating schedule of maps that you'd have 6 in a season that you roll for.
For cover,
yeah, you just have to be touching.
Oh, just touching?
Yeah. Okay. Any part of your base has to be within.
That's 2 sergeants. That's not how squads work. Yeah, so we're testing this map. We picked like a weird deployment zone. It's interesting, right? Because for those of you who missed it, there's only 2 ruins, the 2 big L's with kind of the flooring on the bottom, and then there's 4 obstructions. So there's not a lot of places for me to hide. He's going first against these exocrines. I have to decide like 2 CPs to start in cover seems like a lot for just 2 exocrine shots. We just like don't really care. I mean, you don't ignore cover with them, right?
Correct, but they are just -3 AP.
Yeah, but it puts me to a 5-up if I'm in cover. It's something.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Like, you'd rather be in cover than not be in cover. That's 100% true.
Unless you don't want to be in cover. Yeah, you didn't think of that, did you?
Got him. I was also thinking of shortening one of the ruin walls on one side, so that to make it asymmetric, so that one side is better than the other, because then the defender can pick. One side's already better than the other. So, yeah, anyway, what we're mostly looking for is to hear opinions from people who are playing in T5S2, and whether you like the idea of playing this style of map. Obviously, the goal is, for competitiveness and balance over everything, but we'd also like to theme it. Make the visuals like a little bit more appealing to for coverage and streaming. Adding all sorts of cool cosmetics and stuff like that. Dylan Holmes, I'm gonna try to avoid second floors on things because they create bizarre rules interactions that are, in my opinion, don't really have a place in competitive play. I don't know if that's a controversial point of view, but almost all of the strangest interactions in 40k are because of a multi-floor ruin. So I'll be posting some pictures up as I work on this project into the Discord and get people's opinions. And we might start, maybe start a playtest pod or a playtest group for people to get the maps and start playing with them, so that we can balance them out and change things as needed. As much as theming is fun, I think the 100% the first goal is for balance.
I have no idea where I want to stick my thumb.
Luke McCarthy, you absolutely should join. The wait time right now is pretty quick, I think. It's just a couple days. Yeah. I'll make a meme of myself with the change my mind sign. Second floor ruins are bad for 40k. Change my mind. Longship Loft. There is no link for this map right now. We're place testing it for potentially for a T5S2 in the future. RGC 2005, can knights see over the wall? So yeah, they can see over, as I think they're slightly taller than these walls. If they went up against this one, they could see probably a little ways in to the ruin itself, but they can't just directly see over unless you're shooting at another knight. These giant obstructions, though, should block line of sight to a knight, I think. And these big walls in the back definitely do. Fixing my idiots over here.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm trying to decide where my scouts are going to go die.
Die? We want the scouts alive as long as possible.
That's not true.
No, it is. I want them alive so they can prevent me from being shot with thunderfire cannons. Like, this feels aggressive to me. I don't know.
I don't want you getting in and wrapping my intercessors. Is the idea
that's true.
It. So it just body blocks them off of that. Like, do I think you're going to wrap them and be just generally obnoxious? Yeah. And it's just going to have to be something I deal with. I don't really want to give you 2 units of scouts to bubble wrap is what I'm working on now, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Because you're kind of a jerk.
I do like bubble wrapping. Yeah, Luke McCarthy, this one I think is on the lighter side for terrain. Is my idea. The idea is that you have this enormous sort of open line of sight. These crates in the middle block a little bit of it, but you have this enormous open line of sight thing, and that's going to create an interesting dynamic. Some of the other ones that I've made and that I planned out have been are much more LOS heavy, and make it so that you can block line of sight to big stuff really easily.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 CPs to start and cover. Go ahead, Trev.
Dylan Holmes. Okay, so we are in cover. Dylan Holmes. The game already removed first turn deep strike for a pretty good reason, I think. So I don't think we should allow that.
It's right here.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Cost me 65 points.
It never went away. Okay. So
great.
We got
so Trev, you have to deploy all those Ripper Swarms.
the scouts here. Yeah, I mean, that's good in itself. I have a tough time. You got scouts over there. What do your scouts have? Snipers?
No.
Melee?
They're
bolt guns.
You highlight over them.
Bolt guns. All right.
Guns of bolting.
Guns of bolting. Alrighty, so like I said, I like the intercessor position because I can't just like blitz all of the Gene Stealers at you, and that gives you an opportunity to tremor shells me.
So let's pretend that Space Marine scouts had mothers. Do you think they're just eternally disappointed that they're scouts and not like real Marines?
Well, scouts are like they're like Marine interns.
Yeah.
So that
what if
just
it's like
working
your
their way
9th
up.
year as an intern?
Oh yeah, that's fair. I don't know how long.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about deployments. Like, you deployed aggressively. I think it's actually really smart for you to deploy your Ripper Swarms.
Yeah.
I was hoping you wasn't. It kind of knew there's a turn 1 drop pod. I left Inceptors and 1 unit of suppressors in there.
Sure.
I don't think I need 2 first turn. But that might end up hurting me, but I definitely need to score recon because I took recon and I'm bottled up. If you look at the map, I didn't love any of my deployment secondaries. Like, engineers is super hard to get against this army. Like, I'm going to stick something here and it's not going to die for 4 turns. Like, that's just not.
Yeah, that's gonna be
so I
tough.
worked through a bunch of stuff like that. The scouts I deployed up here are just to prevent these 2 smaller 5-man intercessors from being bubble wrapped. And then those scouts over there are just like distraction scouts. Maybe you'll deal with them. These eliminators, if you want to dive for those eliminators, I guess that's fine. My intercessors are close.
I think the exocrine goes after those guys.
Ooh, that's nasty. But yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to exocrine them instead of hitting my intercessors, I think.
Well, like the intercessors, I'm gonna fight them, right? Like eventually I'll kill them. They're not really dangerous to me yet. I don't think.
Intercessors are born dangerous. So do you think I should have deployed the intercessors further up? Because further up,
I don't think so. Yeah, you just get swarmed.
I didn't want you to charge me.
I think your position of them is right, but honestly, I think the eliminators are more dangerous to my game plan because the plan is to sit a Neuros rope on each of these objectives and just bonus every turn until you lose. And if you have these eliminators all over the place, they just kill the Neuros ropes, and I don't get to do that.
This is not my favorite scenario into you for that reason.
Yeah.
You are extremely good at making it hard to kill characters, and you being able to bonus this while I functionally don't really threaten the bonus.
Right.
It's not very nice of you.
So I'm gonna run these red boys.
I'll allow it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. 3 inches. They're just gonna go behind this wall, I think, and they're just gonna get thunder fired and make you spend all your CP. Oops.
Yeah, maybe I won't tremor shells you. How do you feel about that?
Oh, okay. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll be super confused, and then I'll win on clock. Got him.
Got him. All right, and these guys go over here. And then we're just going to make sure that we don't get randomly line of sighted.
I'm going to grab Devon, so.
Okay. Sold. I'm in. Let's do it. Run the dark red boys.
Yep.
Oh,
I have an exocrine for you, like in real life.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I would love a third exocrine. That'd be awesome.
I still need to mail your cloney boys back.
Oh yeah, my clone boys.
I can mail them. I found them. I found the package, so I can add the exocrine in there and send them to you.
I'm just gonna opportunistic these guys.
Sure, man.
For CP.
23 people watching for just like a random chat for functionally you drunk dialing me is not bad.
Dude, I wish I was drunk right now.
I don't drink.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Oh yeah, it's just not my thing.
I'm kind of like, I don't know. If I want to...
Hey man, are you moving around this obstruction? You can't move through that.
It's true. Fortunately, I'm moving 20 inches. I only moved 17 of them. So.
No. I might need a judge over here.
That's me.
I think my scouts are dead, chat.
No, I'm not going to kill them. I just told you what I was going to do to those guys.
I know. You're going to bubble wrap.
I'm going to bubble wrap them. Run the Mr. Neurothrope guy over here. Go. 5 inches. That's the tenor.
Maybe I should have actually put him back here. That probably would have been smart. Oh, yeah, because that's not a ruin. They should have been back there. Why aren't they back there, Trevi? I could have prevented the bubble wrap.
Do you want to put them back there?
Oh. Well, no, you already moved.
All right.
Cigarette counting the whole game. That would have been smarter.
This thing sort of blocks line of sight to this Neurothrope. Yeah, it does. All right, that's sick. I'm only going to get eliminator shots.
Or grav dev.
Or executioner shots. Or grav dev. Dude, I'm all in on the grav dev on the Neurothrope. I don't even think they kill him.
I don't think they
They
would
super
either.
don't actually, right? Like they
I roll
straight
so
don't.
many CPs, and then I'm just like, there's single damage shots.
Yeah, you do a 3+
Do you
invulnerable.
remember that other game? I killed your exocrines, and like these grav devs are just horrible. You're like, I'm not even gonna kill these things. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why you kill
Yeah,
them either.
yeah.
They're just like weird heavy bolters at this stage of their life.
Like short, really short range heavy bolters. Run
Yeah.
these guys. They're gonna run 5. We're gonna make sure that Swarmy can do his thing to them. I think we're gonna try to wrap 2 units of scouts. How's that sound?
I'm actually really okay with this far unit being wrapped. And again, if I'm smart, I probably deploy them in the back table edge because like if you move an exocrine to shoot them, like I'm happy with that, right?
What am I doing? I rolled a 5. I'm gonna go 13. That's way too far. What I just measured.
I'm not sure you're ready for the amount of Overwatch these scouts are about to lay on you.
Is it 10 shots?
Yeah, okay. Maybe
You're like, no, it's 8 and a grenade.
Did your homework?
I did my homework. I did play against Space Marines one time.
Fuck.
Got him.
That's my plan with Space Marines. It's just like shocking all people, like George W. Like they won't be ready for this. Have you seen a Thunderfire cannon?
Run Swarmy. Ooh, he'll go here, I guess. Within 6 of these idiots. All right. The snap measuring is actually kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fine. It's just different, and I'm old, so like I immediately don't like it, but I'll come to enjoy it in a couple weeks.
So the magic number, I actually don't think I can shoot these guys. Are you moving my models around?
Nope, wasn't doing that.
I actually don't think I can shoot these guys and be safe from the grav devs with all the exocrines.
I mean, yeah, pick your poison. That's fine.
I will shoot them though. We're gonna go down here. There's...
Yeah, you're probably okay if I trade my grav devs into these gene stealers, right? Because that's functional what would happen.
Yeah, that's true. We're 30.
I think the grav devs are actually better in reserve to make you consider where Swarmy goes for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, every time I play against grav devs and they don't get deployed, I hate it, but my opponent is. See, this is sick, right? Like, I can just measure perfect distances. Which is what I just did right there. Did you see that? Did you see me do that?
Yeah, my wife's making fun of me, but she saw you as well. She thinks it was also a perfect measurement.
Yep. Why are you married if all your SO is going to do is just make fun of you for playing the toy soldier mans?
So, as an Asian man living in America, my goal was to marry a white woman, and I've done it twice.
You did it 2 times.
Twice.
Jesus, dude.
Twice.
Calm right down. We're going to run this guy 9. I'm going to go...
I'm going to be right back because you continue to move.
Yeah.
This looks like it could take forever. I'm scared.
Okay, that's it. Put me on a clock, dude. Oh, this is too far. I have to get this Maliceptor over to the other guy to make him hard to kill. And we have to be 18 from the front Gene Stealer. Is that right? No, we have to be no, we're actually fine, I think. Yeah, we figured out how to disable the snap measuring in the Pod 2 finals this afternoon because it was like throwing the players off. This guy goes 13. So he's going to go here and he's going to spin around so that he gets all these guys within distance. 5, 6.3, so we can be a little bit farther over. And so hopefully everyone will be protected by the thing that isn't in melee is the idea. And then we just have to make sure that everybody that we don't get dropped on really hard. So we'll put Rippers here. We'll put... Actually, should not have deployed this unit. But I didn't know where Sung was going to put his stuff, so I didn't know it was going to be kind of safe. Put these guys here to drop the back to drop. We'll put these guys over here to drop that, to stop that drop. All right, I think we are safe from the grav devs. Let's cast some psychic spells.
Yeah, man. What spells go where?
Symbiote Storm on this Exocrine. We get +1, so we are good. Do you have a Libby? You do, right?
Of course.
Oh, you want to do your dude things?
Oh, yeah. +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dylan
bam!
Holmes, how do we win with a Dimacaron? Dude, I don't fucking know, dude. You just, don't put it on the table as winning, I think. Yikes. I will cast a Catalyst onto this bad boy. Yeah. We'll do that. I reroll once to cast. And it goes off. I will cast Horror on these guys.
Yeah, see, you were scared of that.
You're scared. Nothing else matters, so that's going to be it for me, I think. Shooting phase. We'll count this guy stationary with a CP. He'll double tap these dudes.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just going to roll them all together, I guess, because I don't have any other targets I want to shoot at.
Seems fair.
Reroll ones. That's a lot of twos. I don't like that. So we get 3 back and miss 4, so we'll take 1 out. And 3s. Gross. 7 at -3. Oh,
that's not
effed. Right in the B. All right. Hive Guard are going to shoot. I think they can shoot these front intercessors over here, right?
Yes. Yep.
I'll measure from the back guy. Back guy is, we'll never know, 35.9.
Got him.
Got him. That was a perfect positioning on my part. So Hive Guard will shoot those guys. 9 and 10. Reroll ones. Miss on 2s and 2s. 4 at -2, no cover. Pew, pew, pew. 3 go through? Yeah, let me roll. First one. Does 3. Second one. 3. Dead. Third one. 1. All right. That's it for shooting for me. We'll go to Hive Commander. The Hive Commander phase. I have the movement phase. I have the Symbiostorm phase. And then I have the second movement phase. And then after that, I have the third movement phase. And then after that, I have the 4th and 5th movement phases. And then it's your turn. I just rolled a 4, so I go 12. What's up, bitches?
Well, the rules state you need to stay 1 inch away from me.
Am I not 1 inch away from you?
No, I was just letting you know.
Yeah, 1.1, dude. Did you see me eyeball that while we're talking about that?
I was just letting you know. I think that means you played too much Tabletop Simulator.
I might have. Oh, God. Please don't remind me. Every time it's also bad because I just, at this point, sometimes just, leave Tabletop Simulator on. And so it's Steam's you've played 72 hours in the last week. I'm like, oh, no. Steam, don't tell me that. Charge phase. We'll do that. Charge.
Yep. Sounds good.
Roll those dicers. 11. That's pretty good.
Just barely.
So this dude could go 3 and 3 and then charge. So if I stay... So one guy will come...
See, that's what I was just working through in my head. That's why I think the scout should have been further back.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I was...
Because I can still choke you off here.
Right.
No, you're right. Because I can still choke you off there, and then I can actually possibly come in.
Yeah.
Mistakes have been made.
And then we'll give... So you're a 24-incher on the grav cannon, right? -9 is a number. 24 minus 9 is 15. So I have to be 15 inches away with my lead Gene Stealer for you to not be able to shoot me. So I have to put a guy there, basically. So we'll send 1 through the unit. And we'll do that. That makes your charge easier. I guess it's okay if 3 intercepts. Is this a 10-man or 2 5s?
2 5s.
Okay, yeah. If 3 guys want to charge me, that's okay. Come the F at me, bro.
Close combat. That's why I win this game versus you.
I mean, not wrong. All right. And then these guys will come in and we'll just give you a big old wrapper. As soon as you...
That 1 Gene Stealer is going to kill 5. I know he is.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I wish... I miss having, chapter masters, because you could just reroll all of your hit rolls when you try to wrap things. You just reroll all your successes. Over here. Charging those scouts. Oh, yeah, you got to shoot me with all these guys. Sure. Did these guys shoot?
You heard that unit. You heard him.
That doesn't matter.
I thought that was no...
no, it's minus 1 to hit. Minus 1 to hit.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So you're bad at punching me back, but you can still shoot me with your guns.
Green's the grenade.
Yep.
Okay. That was exciting.
A cracker grenade?
No, frag.
Oh, frags. Oh my god. Fours?
I was conflicted with it. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to leave the other ones or what I wanted to do.
3?
Yep.
I would appreciate it if you never did that again. I lose
tell
2
you what,
guys.
You don't charge me, I will not Overwatch for
All
the
right.
rest of the game.
Oh, there you go. Do the same one thing over here because I'm about to charge you again.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot you.
I'm going to roll snake eyes on my charge. I'm going to feel real bad about myself. Yeah, hopefully the Forge World update ends up being sick. The new Imperial armor stuff that they're coming out with, theoretically.
You tough 4?
Yeah.
You are
1.
tough 4, sorry. Salamander. Get in the box. I played against Bloodletters last night, 2.
First one. And second one. Failed both.
Get out of here,
Yeah,
Steelers.
I'm getting out of here. All right, here we come. Yeah. 5 inches.
Yeah, the Forge World stuff would be interesting because, of course, like I've spent money to make myself feel better, so I own some Forge World stuff.
Yeah. Is this guy
You know what I'm really hoping gets a buff in Forge World?
Did you lock my Gene Stealers? What?
I don't think I did.
Sure, okay. Okay, buddy.
I think so. I mean, that's a pro
dude.
move.
That is a pro move.
Can I just lock all these melee infantry troops? Yeah, lock Gene Stealers. Grat tanks. I hope Grat tanks get a buff. We got that new Grat brigade, but I'm paying for that 6-up invul, and I already get that in the brigade. I don't need that, man. Give me something better. That's where I'm hoping the developers have really spent their time.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be more than 3 inches away from those guys with these guys. All right. That's probably fine, I guess. Fighting. That's all my charges. Fight here first. 1 dude punches you. Two hits. 1 wound.
You're just bodying me, right?
Yeah, just the punch,
Okay.
not the claw. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, we give him the old Rapio, and these guys will come hang out with you. Okay. You want to do anything funky?
No, man, no.
All right,
no.
same.
No.
Yeah, RGC 2005. The rule would be that models cannot be placed on obstructions or ruins. Certainly obstructions, but definitely these ruins in particular. I think because they're so funky. Did I just roll 3 dice for no reason? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think you were like rolling your charge or something.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was rolling in advance. I was like, but I'm attacking.
Yeah.
1 wound. No AP. Look at us go. And like that guy would go there, and then he would go there, and we would give you a little hugs. All right, that's my turn.
I'm gonna swing back.
Yep.
I got 11 in the middle. 3s and 4s.
Yep. 4s and 4s because you're -1 to hit.
You're right. Sorry, I forgot about that. Don't worry about that. On purpose. 6 saves.
I'm actually gonna pull here. I think 6 here.
Yep.
Jesus. That's some intense dice rolling there, sir. I'm gonna need you to calm down. I don't know why I picked a lot.
I don't know what you're doing over there. You're talking about intense dice rolling.
5 guys die? Jesus.
That's right. Get wrecked.
I am.
I only have 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Oh, that wasn't great.
These are 3s and 4s.
Yeah, so fly would be able to go over obstructions, but nothing can be placed on top of obstructions. See, that's what more I was expecting.
You calm down.
I lose two. Maybe I don't. Oh, come on, flip over. There you go. Because I could have wrapped this one. Darren Kelly. I had plenty of options to wrap models.
Yeah, I mean, you could just pin me against the back wall, too.
Yeah.
Options. Oh, so I would have had to pop.
Yeah, I could, like, just physically, like, encircle you, probably. All right. Well, that was less good than I thought it would be. Didn't expect to lose 7 scouts to, or 7 Gene Stealers to a scout unit.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
You're up. So I kill and I hold and I get recon. My bonus.
Okay. So now we need to figure out how we're going to do this. So,
RGC 2005, Alex level thinking. I don't know what that means. Reddit loves that person.
So we could drop the gravs and try to pick this exocrine up.
Oh, do we have a spot there?
Right here, right?
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure. Should have fanned these guys out a little bit. Probably doesn't matter, though.
Isn't my favorite thing, because Swarmy's still out there, but I'm not opposed to it. Next turn, the gravs just died. These Gene Stealers, like a horrible, horrible, horrible death. I do have to hold at least 1 this turn, because I'm not holding anything. It's kind of going to be ugly. This is not my favorite. It's not my favorite right now.
I definitely like going first. That's one reason I'm feeling. And FLG loves to say that in ITC it's like a 50-50 win rate going first versus going second, but I do not believe that. I don't know if it's a meta thing or if it's a seasonal thing, but I think going first has an enormous advantage over going second. You have the scoring advantage going second, but you just like lose a bunch of dudes for immediately.
I think it depends on the matchup. Like, I think if you step back and look at it like holistically, it might end up being 50-50, right? But they're just matchups. So like into this matchup, there's no chance I ever would like choose to go second.
Right. Yeah, and it's the same for me. Like this list wants to go first, probably 95% of the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is a little frustrating game to play into, I think. Micah, the idea is actually that it's really good for LOS shooting, and we can see this right now because the exocrines are like dominating the center of the table because they have basically the highway is almost an unbroken line through the middle. But the idea again is for all the maps to sort of pose a slightly different problem for LOS. Luke McCarthy, Nanavati, and some other people say new ITC is better for second place. See, I don't think that's true because the secondaries and the bonus points are so much easier to score that you don't need the scoring advantage as much as you do.
I think it's true for the list Nick plays.
With all the little Gene Stealer boys?
Oh, is he swinging Nids now?
He's in like Gene Stealer color. I don't know. He's playing whatever. He plays like everything, so who cares?
So I'm debating how suicidal this is sticking my intercessors here. Like,
it depends on whether you kill the exocrine, basically, right?
That exocrine's gonna die, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Like, I'm gonna grab the exocrine.
Well, so the Maliceptor strat kind of fucks you. I don't know mathematically how hard it fucks you, but it's -1 strength, so you win on 6s.
So I'll be back to winning on 5s because of the Salamander bonus, right?
Oh yeah, if you spend the strat, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
So I'm probably die. You're right. I actually think this map is probably the LOS blocking is large, but there's not a lot of it. And I think this would be probably one of the more lightly covered ones, at least in this central area, across the center of the board here. I think if you're playing like an Imperial Guard gunline with a bunch of Leman Russ, this map is like 100. It's like super duper good for you, because you just make a little bunker in the corner, and you shoot whatever tries to get anywhere close to you. But that's the idea, is to give them something to do for the most part, instead of just like making all of the things a million ruins everywhere. But also, I was telling the chat before, I don't know if new people are in here, but I'm trying to design the maps on an axis based on deployment zone, and this one was designed around Vanguard Strike, because obviously the Vanguard Strike deployment zones make these big line. Yeah, this big line right here. And so you have this LOS blocking piece, and potentially this one you can move to, and you kind of have these two castles you can hide in. We're playing Search and Destroy, and it changes the dynamic quite a bit for Search and Destroy, because the center, you have the wall and the big obstruction, but the center is totally open for the most part. I think Tyranids actually typically don't want to go second. I mean, they want to go second, but a lot of times they can't afford to go second, because primary objectives are so important for them, for their game plan, that the scoring bonus is actually really important for Tyranids. But that said, a lot of times they just die if they go second into some matchups. Luke, so I don't. That's a possibility, but the idea right now would be that the map is rolled for like a deployment zone. So you would roll, the defending player would, roll 1 or 2 dice for the map and re-roll or whatever, just like they would a deployment zone, and then they roll for the deployment zone knowing the map. The discussion about going first versus going second is because I think that first still has an advantage, and I think giving second a little bit of control over the terrain helps a lot. I appreciate everybody hanging out for like how Song referred to it as the Trevi Drunk Dial game. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, put a Baneblade here, right? Like right here. You see the entire freaking map. You see everything to the corners, basically, over here, and you see all the way through the center. Like, like, how is that so good? That's so powerful. And if you want, like, you could put one here potentially, and then suddenly you get this line open. If you have it so you can bounce between these two areas, like, you have just an immense amount of control. Your opponent basically has this and, like, the back corner of their deployment zone they can hide in, like, back here.
That's where I'm hiding. Okay, so what is this other intercessor squad? Sure, why would I want to measure something, game?
Yeah. Seabiscuit's in there like, yeah, dude. Triple Shadow Sword, bro. This map's sick. Sean McLaughlin, two Night Spinners, 3 Falcons, 3 Wave Serpents. Might have a hard time fitting. I had an Eldar mech thing saved. We could probably proxy it. I might have deleted it out of my save, though. Oh, I have to turn my menu back on. Boop-a-doop. Oh, with the sound effect. Yes.
Well, I'm trying to drop it and not block line of sight to everything.
Oh, sure. I mean, it doesn't really block line. It only blocks
it's
line
hard
of
to
sight
tell
on,
because
like,
it's like it's cupped on the base. I just want to make sure that suppressors can still see the other exocrine.
Where are the suppressors? Oop.
I don't think they can.
You can still see the other exocrine. Yeah, they might not be able to, because it's next to the ruin wall if it's there. All you have to do is mail me 3 tortoises, and I'll send you the link to the map. Oh yeah, I was looking in my saved objects to see if I still had a Wave Serpent in here. Oh, I do. I have a falcon. Spawn that bad boy. So if we're in search and destroy, right? I think you're fine. If you have, how many vehicles did you say you had? 2, 8? I think you're okay. So you just go like 2. Like here's the night spinners. Here's some other dudes. Here's some other dudes.
All right, Trevi. Psychic. I'm gonna put -1. I'm gonna put flame shield on the big intercessor.
Okay, just before you do that, I'm gonna switch to playing Eldar.
Oh, okay.
You're good. And you're far away from me. Yeah.
So I'm gonna CP that. It goes off on a 7. Love spending CPs.
So yeah, I don't think that there's an issue deploying this army at all.
And then I'm gonna put Drake skin on them as well. Does not go off. I think I rolled a 5. Okay. Shooting phase. Let's start off by hitting the exocrine. I'm gonna spend 1 to count him as not moving, and then I'm gonna grab, and then I'm gonna do that. So it's 3 CPs into it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spend 2 to do the thing where I am -1 strength. You're -1 strength.
Sure, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm also getting this Neurothrope, the other exocrine, this Neurothrope, and all the Gene Stealers over here.
What? Oh yeah.
It's a 6 Chora. Yeah.
It's a bubble. Yeah.
I put him right in the middle. Solid. Look at that.
Yeah. We gotta roll for wounds though, right?
So you're at 5s now.
5s?
Yeah. That's nothing. Yeah, I'm not sure that you have a deployment zone where you're not a little crowded in that. I imagine that the ITC ruins actually harder to deploy all those tanks in. I have a 5+1 honorable save.
Yep.
5 go through? I might survive.
Oh geez, I deleted.
Oh no,
that. There were 5.
Yeah, there were 5. You had 2 5s. Or I had, yeah.
I'm
it
gonna
was
roll
10,
this
right? And then yeah.
I mean, I can check the chat log.
Yeah, you could Cloud Strike them. But so I imagine, like, if you get Search and Destroy in the current ITC, or Vanguard Strike even, like, you have 1 Ruin that you're trying to block your army with. And you're trying to fit, like, 8 tanks behind that thing. Like, seems bad.
Okay, grab damage. Yep, take 3.
Okay, down to 9. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm catalysted. So yeah, just tell me the total and I'll see if I survive.
Yeah, that's fine. What green do I have to be here?
Luke McCarthy, he used a Crucible of Battle to get, gross, to get +1 to wound. So we're at 7.
Yeah, Salamander strat. I'm going to keep the 2 there because last time it didn't work out too great for me.
12?
Yep.
So if I make any DPRs, I survive?
And I'm going to cherub you 4 more shots.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I survive. That's 11, 12. Here we go.
Yeah, so I spent 3 CPs on that. 1 to make them count as not moving, 1 for the +1 to wound, and then 1 for grab.
I make 1. I'm alive on 1. That's silly.
The guy hitting on 2s.
Yep. Look at this sea of green over in your deployment zone. Holy shit, dude.
No, only 1.
Ooh. So a 5+, invulnerable. Lucky purple die. Go. Go. Nope. Do I reroll that? No, you'll just shoot him with a suppressor. Go ahead and roll your damage.
3.
3. No, I'm dead. Warp, warp. Nobody's within 3, I don't think, right? Oh, those guys are.
You try to get wrecked, Ripper Swarm.
Do I explode? Go in the box. God damn it, box. The new box sucks. I don't.
Suppressors into the back exocrine, so first squad hitting on 4s. Is he in the bubble?
Yep. I measured.
That's sad.
I'm sorry.
Do I actually do that?
Did you want a tremor shells this turn?
I did. Isn't that when I shoot?
No, it's at the start of your shooting phase. Would you like to do that?
Thank you. Yep, suppressor shots into the exocrine.
Any chance I can avoid the silly block hills that are on the LGT map? Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that. F that stuff. Hills are, in my opinion, on the same level as multi-level ruin terrain.
So I need 5 stone.
It creates so many rules, complications, and confusion. No way we're doing that.
First one's failed. Second shot's going into you.
I think hills would either be obstructions or ruins, or that type of terrain. Yeah, RGT 2005. He's talking about specifically hills, which are mechanically different than ruins. They're like just big blocks that you can climb up, but they basically have the same issues.
One save, Trevi.
One over on this exocrine.
Yep.
This is a suppressor, right? So -3.
Yeah.
Save on a 6. Nope. 2.
Yep.
Solid.
I don't know if solid is the word I was going to use.
Oh, what is it? There's like a code to make these.
Stormbolter into the genies.
It's not working. That's dumb.
One save in the genies.
Winning on 5s, right?
Nope, sorry. 1 down to 4.
Get out of here, dude.
You settle down. There you go. One save in the genies.
Cool. I think LGT does do terrain well, but I think we can do better. I think a lot of the terrain sort of does TTS a disservice. Because we can, we can spawn anything, right? Like we can make these cool looking maps that are tactical and visually appealing. And I think that's the way of the future.
Just one save on those genies.
If we can make 40K look like StarCraft, I mean, that's like where we want to be. Nope. I've heard a lot of bad things about the new LGT terrain. I have to dig into it. I watched the LGT last year, and I liked the terrain. It seemed actually very cool and functional. I think there were a couple more things it could have done to make it a little bit more interesting, but for a real space event, I think it's definitely an inspiring example of terrain, like you said.
Northrop is a 3-up invuln, right?
Yep.
That's not my favorite.
If I hold tab to measure, if I hold shift while I hold tab, I can do a turn around terrain. Let's try that. Tab to measure, shift. Oh, nope, that just opens my Steam overlay. Did you want me to do that? Oh, turn like you can do an angle. I'm going to have to change the Steam overlay key. That's annoying.
2 no line of sight shots into the genies.
Did you watch my Tyranid video? Because I had a Zergrush meme in
there. 2 saves on the nids.
Yep.
And the genies. And the other ones are doing the same things.
Yeah, I can build the scoring thing if you guys want. The competition of the game, I think, is less important. But I can set it up.
One more save on him. And then we're going to crack the Thunderfire into him.
Yep. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to set up the scoring thing so chat stops yelling at me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm going to lose. Like, that's... But yeah, sure.
I don't know, man. I think I took too many casualties going in. We'll find out, though.
So this Thunderfire is normally wounding on 3s, Tremor shells to 5. Yeah, so 5s with your Malifaux too, right? Yeah, 4s to 5s.
It is 5s or 4s to 5s. Yeah, that's correct. You nailed it.
Yeah. Yep, 5s.
Oh, the ability goes away if I hold it. Oh yeah, you're right. And then I have this cool right angle thing. So that is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Easy. Hey, trip 6s, get wrecked.
Was easy. Yeah, I don't care. Tremor. Slow down. Slow your roll.
Jesus, he doesn't care, guys.
Don't care.
So rude.
I just don't care. I got bolt pistols.
Yep.
The squad that I've nope, bolt pistols over here. It's one too many bolt pistols.
Yeah, I have to do some special stuff to set up the CP counters. I just didn't do it. 2 onto the Gene Sealers here. Did I randomly put myself in cover? No, I left one guy out. We'll take the first one on him.
Sure, bro.
He saves. All right. Well, he'll do it again. He's done.
I think that might be it for my shooting. A very unexciting
Actually,
shooting
well,
phase.
if he fails the first one, we should take it on somebody in the back. This guy. Simon Harris. I think Art of War does the first half of the episode. Yeah, come on in, dude. I don't have any guns. The first half of the episode is free, and they talk about the list, or we talk about the list because I'm on it. In general, which is this list that I'm playing right now. And if the paywall version just talks about specific matchups. So you don't have to listen. You don't have to pay any money to listen to most of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start right there.
Cool.
Let me check a stratagem. How many? What am I down to? 4 CPs. Never mind. Not checking any stratagems. We're just swinging wildly.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. 3s and 3s, or 3s and 4s. That's not
Oh no. Hey, well, the wounding was good. I'm gonna use your dice. Shouldn't have done that. I think I'm below 10. This was potentially a mistake. Oops. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. 3, 6, 9. Okay.
Are you interrupting?
Am I interrupting? That's a great question. Nah, you're hard. I'll just leave it. Do your thing.
Yes.
Do your worst.
So these are hitting on 4s?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. These guys are going to consolidate.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, I took that guy with me. It's okay. No one noticed.
I will not run away. RGC 2005. Yeah, I did get monetized on YouTube. Coronavirus delayed it for a while, but we did.
One save.
Do it. One save. I think it was right after the Space Wolves video it happened. Oop. Pop a rando. Goodbye, rando.
I'm assuming you're not interrupting.
Nah. So I'll fight there then, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep,
Did you want to fight with these guys first, or I don't know?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So we'll do the pylons.
Intention.
What's that?
Nope, you're good. I said.
I am good. I'm great.
You're for reals attacking, right?
Yeah. We're gonna try to kill these guys.
That's why I'll just kill you.
All right. Then the question is whether I need to overrun them. And I think that I will. Here we come, boys. I'm gonna spend a TP. We're gonna advance
You
them.
have. Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, I think the acid mods get them probably. 5, so we go 13. That's 14. 13 is here. Go.
Yep. So then your genie's in the middle.
Genie's in the middle. So yeah, we said there's 9. They can't really move. So 3. Did you move within an inch here?
I did.
Oh, okay.
That's probably a mistake.
I don't know. I think I might just fight the scouts. Yeah, I kind of like the scouts.
Live your life.
But the exocrine maybe just kills those guys with one shot. Yeah, and then shoots. Look at you go. Being 37 inches away. I think we shoot something else. Yeah, I'll just fight the scouts over here.
Okay.
So 3 acid mods at 9 attacks total. 3s. Oh shit, that was good. And 4s. Kills 3 guys. At -3 AP. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 6 random regular guys. Is that right? Or 5? 5, because I lost 1.
Yeah.
15 attacks.
This is all into the scouts?
Yeah.
15 attacks to kill 2 scouts seems excessive.
Well, I didn't know that the acid mods would like do quite so insane. In fairness. Plus, these ones are only AP1 unless they rend, and you can shrug them. But we rend 3 times, so 3 more.
We're gonna roll the rends first. Oh no, I can't say the rends.
Yeah, you just say. Yeah, RGC 2005. I have a Red account too. I do like it a lot. People keep like complaining about ads on YouTube or whatever, and I have no idea what they're talking about. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out, I guess, with these dudes. What's up, dudes? Yeah. All right. So that's the turn. Do you fight twice?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. I just don't have enough attacks.
Yeah. If you were a full squad, probably dude, try to wipe them, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I was just running through my head. I have kill, hold. I don't have a bonus. You have kill more and hold more.
Sick, dude. Here we come. I am worried that I think you can push through. You still have suppressors in reserve, right? And inceptors.
I have
yeah.
1 unit of suppressors, 1 unit of inceptors.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting game. Losing almost this whole Gene Stealer squad was not in my calculations. But I should have deployed. I should have placed them better, I think.
Yeah, we talked about it. I should have put my scouts further back too.
Yeah, I think your scouts should have been further back. Yeah, and then I just have to overdrive the Rippers up here to try to stop the drop on the Exocrine. But I didn't even measure the central area. I should have put a Gene Stealer here and like a Gene Stealer maybe here, and then tried to block that out.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be careful moving that Gene Stealer up, just because
Right.
you don't want to let the 10-man intercessors.
Yeah, I can't let you like steady advance or fire and just kill the whole unit.
Yeah, it's just like 30 shots into them all of a sudden.
GG.
Let's go.
Sam Moyer, yeah, they're the ones with the bright bases, and also they say acid mouse on them. I was killing them because they were they were in weird places where the way I positioned them. I wasn't really paying attention to where I placed my units. So these guys are fire shielded, right?
The big yes.
Yeah. What do I do with this big unit of Gene Stealers? We just live here, make you blast me with stuff. I think this guy's gonna go here. Within range to smite those dudes. This guy's gonna run. Really? All right. 13. I'm just gonna blow up a drop pod. That's kind of awkward and silly.
That's fine, it might explode.
Yeah. Did we? You still can't put Terminators in drop pods somewhere. These are Devastators. Did we? What's on the captain? Is he the unkillable boy?
No.
Superman over here?
He is not.
Okay, just the regular old dude.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
He's probably actually too far forward now that I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can like get him easily, but I don't really want to either. Like, I just get killed. I just trade for all of these intercessors, basically, or like the intercessors just kill me. So I think we put Swarmy behind this wall and just like charge in here with these dudes and see what we get.
Sure, bro.
So we'll run these guys. Yeah. They are halved because they're trimmered. So 2.5 plus 4, 6.5 inches. I'm going to delete their casualties real quick. Oh, I rolled in advance on the Maliceptor and I forgot to move them. 6.5. Super fun times. And then we'll chain back to like here, I guess, just in case. And then fall over. Oh my god. So I think we just have to try to smash into your heavy weapons, boys. Although it's tough because you've placed them correctly, and I don't like that. Is this guy dead? Yeah. We'll fall back here. Run these guys. Yeah, so it's talking about the self-sacrifice stratagem, right? In the chat. I think I got muted. I think he's not listening to me anymore.
I'm here.
Oh shit. But you're talking in
you
the
were
chat
talking,
about
so I was just typing in chat.
Oh sure, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can talk about it. So it's a self-sacrifice strat. What it is you pick one squad, you pick another squad that's totally within 6 of the first squad, and you can't shoot the other squad until the first squad's dead, right? So into shooting armies, I'll stick a full intercessor squad in front of them. I'll grav dev actually into my deployment sometime. And then with the fire shield on them and Drake skin, they can be hard to displace. So then the Devastators might get to shoot more than once. That being said, that Exocrine was marked, and I need to kill Trevi's Exocrines as quick as I can because they were just annoying. Why does he have 11 on
him? Because he got wounded by something. Oh,
I think he should have 10.
11. Oh yeah, because it was a suppressor. Yeah.
Suppressor. Yeah.
I was mucking around with the thing. And I think I just forgot to.
So you see, I just dropped it down there early. The other relevant strats for the grav devs are.
Okay, we'll take a 6, I guess.
What the heck is this thing? What's the thing I'm talking about? Crucible of Battle with a +1 to move, or Relentless Determination, which is what counts you as not moving. So if you need the devs to hit a little bit better, and then I had a Chapter Master up there anyway. So
I think he's gonna go.
And Trevi and I were talking beforehand. I actually don't like to drop the grav devs early. I prefer the power of having them in reserve. Your opponent has to play a certain way for them. And I would love to have dropped that drop pod onto an objective, but Trevi's not going to let me drop it onto an objective. And like I said, I really needed to take out that Exocrine. And if it wasn't apparent from the suppressor shooting, suppressors have a hard time dropping an Exocrine, especially when it's.
Did you battlestrat TTS this army?
I did. Why?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to highlight the suppressor unit so I could see who's.
Oh, the units don't work. Sorry, yeah. It's outside inside.
So these 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the sergeants are all messed up.
I just want to move my Exocrine so he can shoot both units.
So they're in rows, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah.
3.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So as long as I get range on both the front models, then I can get it right.
Yes. Agreed.
So we're gonna.
Did you see the pro placement? I was just at 36.
I did. It was 30. Yeah, 38. It was perfect.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I even commented on it. I was like, dude.
Yeah, I know. I was just fishing for another compliment.
I know.
My ego was feeling down.
This measuring thing actually makes pro placement really like way too easy. I think. I don't like it. I would like to just gotcha people all day with sick moves.
Got him.
Got him. This guy needs to stay on the objective. So I know Swarmy's going to be on this objective, right? Probably. Yeah. So we'll run this dude. I already moved him like an inch, so we'll 2 inches, I guess we'll say. So who moves 7? Cool. And then you have Inceptors.
I do.
And 1 unit of suppressors. They can't screen out the suppressors. There's no way that's literally actually possible at all. Inceptors are annoying, so we'll run these guys. 1 dice, because they are small ripper boys. We got a 6. We're going to run them.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, so when I started playing, Trevi's the one that got me playing again, and then I would just like send him weird garbly texts, which I guess I still do.
Yep.
When I started playing again, Salamanders were the army I played. One of the armies I played way back when for Codex Armageddon. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna play them. And like, I figured that Marines were a good list to relearn the game with. I actually really like them though. I think they're super relevant. The ignoring -1 AP is it's never bad. Master Artisan's really good. You do have to fight the kind of anti-synergy of like Master Artisan with some of the buffs. Obviously, both the abilities we mentioned before want bigger units. Flame Shield Drakeskin want larger units. Master Artisan, you kind of end up like min-maxing it on a bunch of small units, like the suppressor squads that I have. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a lot of fun. I like them. I mean, they're Marines, right? It's not like I'm. Yeah, I mean, they're just Marines, but yeah, they're a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing them. And yeah, their strats. I'm sorry, to come all the way back around. Their strats are very, very powerful. +1 to wound. Flamecraft is pretty cool if you end up taking a bunch of flamers. The counting is not moving can be huge. There's a lot of really good, powerful Salamander strats, I think, out there.
Okay, I think that may be my movement phase.
Sure, bro.
Actually, I don't love these rippers. This ripper placement. You can just put Inceptors behind my deployment zone here.
That is a thing I would do.
I guess this wall probably doesn't. No, it's measuring on the top. Yeah, I guess it's okay. You can put them there. I'll shoot them with high guard.
Yeah, I mean, when I drop them back there and they just
yeah.
Just
yeah,
got them.
It so it charges.
I mean, the problem is like, where do I put them where they don't die to hive guard?
Right. Well, it's impossible. Nothing ever doesn't die to hive guard.
Nah, man, right there.
Okay. It's not the worst placement. You'd certainly threaten an arrow throat.
It depends.
Oh no, you're wrecked. Get absolutely trashed. Okay. Psychic phase. Smite here. Super. Kills the entire grab unit. All right.
Is it the grab that are closest? Okay.
Yeah.
You killed the whole squad?
5. Yeah, I just rolled a 5.
Sure, bro.
Huh. I set up all these psychers, so I'm so excited. I guess I'll Symbio Storm this guy. Here we go. We flubbed it. That's okay. We will Catalyst. Who did I decide I was going to Catalyst? I could Catalyst that guy for in the Eliminator, shoot him.
Yeah, Sam, I mean, I just started playing again, basically.
Yeah, we'll do the orange guys.
This year, so I've enjoyed it, but yeah, I mean, everything dies, right? Did you get Catalyst off, Trevor?
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Cool.
All right, that's basically all that matters because everything else goes into this drop pod. Do I care about damaging the drop pod? I guess I will. We'll smite it.
Listen.
Smite goes off. Take 1. Did
on
it
where? On the pod?
On the pod, yeah. Scream. Goes off. Take 2. Smite from the barb guy, assuming I'm in range. 17. I don't know if that... You can close your doors there, buddy. Yeah. The sound effect's so cool, though. I reroll 1s because I'm an arrow throat.
I'm actually a little disappointed there aren't sound effects when it closes.
No. Yeah, that's fair. It just like pops back, right? Yeah. Okay. Shooting phase we're at now. Yeah. Yeah, TTS, I mean, I keep calling it like the hyperbaric time chamber of 40k. You just like grind a shit ton of games and you just get better. So certainly it's very strong.
Yeah, Sam, I was playing back in the 90s.
That was before I was born.
Fuck, that might be true. Okay, yeah, just ignore that comment. Keep going, buddy.
Actually, I have to do this separately. So he's gonna pop 1 shot into each suppressor squad.
20 games a week. What is happening? Yeah, you're good, buddy.
Oop. Seabiscuit is in almost literally every pod.
Oh, that's Seabiscuit? I didn't know that was Seabiscuit.
Yeah. He has this real name on YouTube.
I thought his real name was Seabiscuit.
It should be. He's a horse, in fact. 4 at -3. There, suppressor boys. Don't roll any 6s. What?
What is happening here, dice roll?
You're dead.
I got feel no pains, bro.
What?
Apothecary.
What? Oh yeah, he's just there. That is what that guy does. He's the father of the future or whatever.
Yeah, it's my warlord.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, they just 2 damage apiece?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. First one. Dead. Second one. Dead. Third one.
No,
Okay,
that was
sure.
easy.
Yep. Okay. Well.
The other unit. This has been my experience with suppressors when I played them, is that they always... Too bad I failed my Symbiote Storm. That would have been sick. They always get one shot, and then everyone's like, oh, kill those guys, and then they die. You're like, well... 3 saves that time.
They normally do a lot better. This just isn't a good matchup for them.
So
there's nothing they really want to... Yeah, anyway.
Well, they probably would just start stinking into the malice.
There we go.
He saved both?
Yeah. So this should be 2 4s.
Oh, so we only killed one, right?
Yeah.
Solid. Well, that was pretty good. What I'm really worried about is that I like kill the grav devs, and like I start fighting the intercessors, but like the heavy weapons in the back just chew me up. So I really want to kill those guys.
So the suppressors normally are just able to leverage the range, and then I appreciate the jump pack later on for getting me the recons, right?
Yeah, yeah. I always liked deep striking mine. I think I found that I got, because they get better angles. Like you can deep strike out of range of wherever the exocrines go, and then
if you had not deployed all of your Ripper Swarms, I would have deep struck. If that makes sense.
Gregory Gibson, it will be a BCB additive map.
And then if you properly screen me out with the grav devs, I need something to chip away at the exocrines. Yeah. Which is why they started on the table. I'm not saying it was the right decision. That's just
we're gonna move these dudes.
Yeah, I play a decent amount Seabiscuit, but
11.
not nearly that.
Ew, that wasn't great.
But if you want a game sometime, Seabiscuit, I'd love to play you.
We could get a charge.
What did you do? Did you kill me?
No, I just rolled a bad advance. I'm down to 5 CP. That's not great. And I'm -1 to charge these guys. So it's probably like
no,
a
you
6
just
or
move
7.
1 inch less.
Okay.
I just wanted to know what your response would be.
I'm going to reroll that 1. I don't love it. Hey, much better. All right, we're going 13. 13 inches. So to get the maximum movement, I think we have to be in line of sight. But we can make it so that we're not in line of sight of everyone. Just some of you. Something like that. And then we're going to basically string them back here so that you can't see me with all your guys. We might be a little bit farther back and look for
I don't know how easily that is
7.
for you to do there, Holby.
We can do this.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Sure. Yeah.
Basically, you go in the shadow of the building, which has
I get you.
literally a shadow, because this map is so cool. I'm so excited about lighting effects, man. It's like I'm way too excited about lighting effects. I feel like such a nerd right now. I think...
You're that dude who drives the 1998 like Toyota Camry, but you have ground effects on it. That's you right now.
Yeah, that's literally me right now. I was like, if there's things that light up on the thing.
Right now, I think 4 intercessors can see you. Do you want to move further back?
That's okay.
Okay, I'll shoot you.
Do we just kill this drop pod because that's the only thing I can do?
I actually think you don't kill the drop pod. I think you save it later.
I got my kill, yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't think you kill it because of that reason.
So we just don't shoot the Hive Guard this turn, I guess, because all the Grav guys died. I kind of didn't expect all the Grav guys to die, if I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I knew they were going to die.
Well, yeah, I didn't expect them to all die in the psychic phase.
Yeah,
all right, yeah, so we'll just do some charges. We'll charge here. We'll charge here to here. We'll do that. That's more important.
Sure.
In case I need a reroll. So I think it's a 6 plus 1 is a 7. 6 plus 1 is a 7.
Yeah.
That plus 1 is kind of a big deal.
I mean, it's a -1, but that's fine.
I'll reroll the 1 with the thing.
Sure, bro.
Yay, we did it. We did it. And you shoot me with your 4 guys.
Yeah, you should.
I think I got the Gene Stealer. Yeah, I got the Gene Stealer by Swarmy. We remembered that boy. Solid.
There's a chapter master.
Yeah. I know. One?
Just one.
Purple dice, go. Purple dice saves me.
Get out of here, purple.
Thanks,
dice.
Purple dice. You're the best.
Purple dice is dead to me.
Yeah, I know. So I actually only move 6, right? So I can go here.
Correct.
And then I have to kind of string around this big building thing.
Yep.
Something like this. And then I go like that, and then this guy goes like that. And then we figure out the rest later. And this guy definitely can't go there. I guess I'll go here. All right. These boys will charge these boys. I think I need a 6. But I will double check as soon as I roll. An 8 will do regardless. The closest boy is here. Yeah, he needed a 6. We're just going to put one guy next to you, basically.
Are you going to bubble wrap intercessors?
Yeah. There's 3 of them. I'm okay with 3 of them attacking me.
I said, I say,
Go. Solid.
Got him.
Perfect. Perfect placement. All right. These guys will charge them again. Go. We go 8. Cool. I think we will put one guy like behind you.
Sure.
And then do that, I guess. Right. Nah, that's too close, I guess. We'll keep them over here. Because then that gives the other intercessors an easier charge, and that's bad. All right. Cool. Let's... Samwire, what do you give me shit for? Let's fight. I'm gonna fight here.
Sure. You're still only strength 4, right?
I am only strength 4.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I was debating. I was just making sure I don't need a gene rat to try to survive this.
Oh, transhuman? Yeah, you don't. You
Yeah, that's
definitely
what I
don't need transhuman.
What's your AP?
1 on the rending clause runs up to 6, or runs up to 4, sorry. And then the acid mods are 3 base.
Acid mods are bad. You have so many attacks. Do I even spend CPs to try to make them live?
I think
Or
you
just write the
survive.
squad off?
I don't think
I'm gonna spend 1
I don't
CP
think
for
I can.
stand my ground. So against 1 damage attack, I have 1 better AP.
You just do that whenever you're targeted, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I have to do it before you roll, though.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it right now.
That makes sense to me. I don't think because I can't get all these dudes in here. I don't think I have enough attacks to
I like how
kill
the
you.
gene skills on the south side of the unit behind the wall are suddenly on the top side. Which? The ones he's moving right now, Sam?
I like how you said, yeah, so they were here. And they moved
they
to
were here, so they just literally moved to the other side.
They can move through this thing. This is a ruin.
Yeah, he measured him, Sam. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Trevi is a tryhard. He would...
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to cheat right now.
Trevi and I will basically fudge a half-inch just because it's tabletop simulator.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't... If he did something that I thought was egregious, I would have said something.
Oh yeah, you are good at saying stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
have
this will be up on YouTube, Sam. We can check it later.
this guy and this guy. These 3 are out, and these 2 are out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 acid moths, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, regular guys. So you're 8, 7, what? 4, 8. Yeah,
we said the same thing. 8 and 3.
Yeah. So you are +1 save, right? Is what you said?
Correct.
So the acid mods, there's 3 of them.
Only against damage 1, so it doesn't impact the.
No, they're all damage 1, so you're good.
Oh, they're all damage 1. Yeah, got him. Oop, got him.
And force. Yeah, I mean, if you go back and point it out to me, then so that's this is do not wound.
Should be 3, right?
3 at
6s.
3 at 5s, right? Because you're +1 save.
Yeah, 5s.
So 2 go through, kills a guy.
Feel no pain?
There.
Yep, kills one guy.
And then 8 is 32. Who's counting these ones? Yep. Here we go. So that wasn't very great. That was 4 rend, and these ones are regular saves.
Yeah, I'll roll the regulars first.
So you take 1.
So just 1. Feel no pain for that.
Yeah.
So we have 1 wound. I'm not going to mark that right now, Trevi. I've got 1, and then I've got these are at
-4.
6s.
So 5s. Is that right? No. Yeah, 6s. Yeah,
oh, 6s. Yeah, they're 6s.
So I'll go through.
And these are still single damage, right?
Yeah.
So I've got 1 hanging. Sure, we're just
So
gonna make
2
it.
more.
So that'll kill 2 more, and then 1 guy has a
Yep.
wound. Makes sense.
Oh, you were talking about these guys up here? Yeah, they rolled an 8. It was a 6-inch. 6 inches is what I needed to make combat, and they rolled an 8, so they went extra.
Yeah, the only 6-inch charge he had is this big genie's right here.
And I rerolled into a 7 on those guys. I guess I can go to pin this dude, right?
I'm not gonna disengage with you. Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah, I just don't want to accidentally get shot. And everyone else just kind of pauses in and says hi. What's up, y'all?
That's fine. I don't know that I have to pile in that much, but I'm going.
Guess I should have kept this guy like a millimeter back so that technically he could have moved in.
Yeah, you're fine. This intercessor is gonna go. Jesus Christ.
Do you want me to just roll my 2 dudes over there that are going to punch
go
you?
ahead.
Yeah. So 8 attacks. Oh, God. Technically, it does matter, I think, if one guy like accidentally kills you, but I'm just going to do him now. 6 hits and 3 wounds. No IP.
I'm gonna decline my saves.
Dude.
Just takes a wound.
Yep. And then we'll give him the hug.
He actually dies off that.
Oh, yeah, because one guy was wounded.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy goes here then. And then this guy, I think, goes there. And then these guys go here and here, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I didn't do my pile in either. All right.
Yeah, you're good. You got 2 more swings on me then, right?
No, that was everybody.
Oh, did you roll both of them together?
I rolled, the 2 units. I rolled the one dude out of both units together, basically.
That's fine. I'm gonna start with this combat, and I'm
Yep.
gonna swing into them. So I've got 4, 5, 6 swings.
Mm-hmm.
3s and 4s. Nice, good job, guys. Good job. Okay, we'll never talk about
Nothing.
we go down here. I'm gonna swing the sergeant first, so he's got 4 power fists into you.
Yep.
Two die from the fist.
Mm-hmm. Or do they?
Or did you catalyst them?
No, they have an invuln save.
Oh, sure they do. Now I've got 18 regular dudes. Sure, no big deal.
NBD. I kind of like how lethal this map is, because we're just gonna like hammer each other down the middle, and then like whoever wins
This is
basically
the best
wins the game.
lieutenant reroll ever. That many.
Ooh, that was a good lieutenant reroll.
There was like 8 ones.
I also rolled terribly there. I lose 11.
Yeah, man, get out of here.
Jesus.
Go away. Go away.
Jesus. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jeez.
Are you still on Synapse?
Nah, they're way out. They were out before, I think. Swarmy's only 18, so they were 22 away, it looks like. Yeah. Gross.
I got a loot trip here, I guess. I could fail it. 4. 4's fine.
I did not expect to lose 13 Gene Stealers there.
Yeah, well I mean, you
12
got
Gene
the
Stealers.
chapter master and the lieutenant, right?
Yeah. But you're only like 16 attacks. Like
18.
18 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like most of them went off fours. Like, I don't know. That was just a lot. So I guess the question is whether I auto pass him. I don't think I do. I think I just let him go. You can shoot those bolt rifles.
I will shoot you with the bolt rifles.
I mean, I know I'm going to lose Gene Stealers going in, Sam. That's just like how Space Marines work, is they just also kill you in melee. I didn't expect to lose that many Gene Stealers.
I mean, I shouldn't have killed that many, right? I should have killed
yeah. But realistically, the point of the Gene Stealers isn't really to kill everything in the Space Marine matchup anyway. There are some matchups where they just absolutely kill everything, but mostly they forced Sung to play really defensively. Otherwise, he does lose stuff really early, and this happens, right? Like this position's really strong because those guys aren't really going to lose anything unless he makes a really big charge here, which is probably a 10.
Yeah, I mean, this is the awkward thing, right? And then I got really lucky early, and the Maroon unit's been peeled down quite a bit.
Yeah.
But like this Intercessor squad, I have to make up my mind now of like, do I even go for it?
Micah, I haven't played. Yeah, I haven't switched my powers in this list, and I should. Crucible of Champions always makes things weird because the Neurothropes go from sitting from running around to give the powers out to sitting on the objectives to bonus me, which I should score, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bathroom over Batrep.
Yeah. So that's why I don't have Catalyst on them, because Catalyst is usually on my Warlord. I think in hindsight, we didn't really do much pregame on this game. I would have put Catalyst on Swarmy because he's more mobile. If they had Catalyst, it would have been sick. Yeah, also my save's really bad there too. That's okay. Micah, I haven't tried the buggy build yet. Now that I'm on TTS, I think I definitely will. But I'm kind of hesitant to play GSC. I just kind of am like, I'm not excited about them, about almost any GSC stuff. I don't really like the models. I don't really like anything about them, honestly. But they're probably good for the super faction. I'm just not super excited, but I'll give it a shot at one point.
Okay. So did you score yet, Trevi?
Yeah, I scored.
So I'm obviously way behind. Picked up another mark for death. Only have, what, 4 CPs left? 3 CPs. That's even worse.
Yeah, Luke McCarthy, the buggy build is like the epitome of the TTS army. It's like this thing that's $900 in real life. I did price out some proxies for him that I could have played. I could have made it for maybe $200, I think, 300. Yeah, but it's the downside is like the actual models are so cool. I would play those real models because they're like cool little race cars, but they're so expensive. They're like the one GSC model I do like. And I would probably proxy out the rest of it. Yeah. I'm also, I watched some games with it. It seems really first turn oriented, like even more so than this list is. Like this list wants to go first, but that list looks like in some matchups it cannot go first. Like it will just straight lose. 18 Warwalkers, Sam. That seems pretty good. People watching, what do you think of this table so far? Just in general, is it interesting to watch? Would you like to play on it? Do you think it's balanced? I want to hear those thoughts. I like looking at it. All these intercessors all lit up is kind of cool. I don't like that they're surrounded by little red blood drops that represent my squished Gene Stealers.
Sorry, just debating how I actually need to handle this. Intercessors are going to move up.
Sure, I'm gonna start deleting these guys. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't.
I mean, your intercessors.
Got him.
Yeah, rhinos behind the L's could be good. So this one is designed, like I said, it's designed for Vanguard Strike for sure. So putting like deploying the rhinos back there, it does limit their forward placement a little bit. But it's definitely seems very good for the Repentia list. Yeah.
That seems hard.
So that's a list almost you want to like then choose defender into and try to roll out of this map, right? If you're trying to play the format. And that's kind of the decisions that we want to force or we want to create. Because I like the pregame decision points. I think are very valuable and cool. Yeah, so if I'm gonna put the deployment map up here, so I hope it doesn't mess with you.
Yeah, you're good, buddy.
If we look at the Vanguard Strike, right, it cuts right through the 2 L's, so you can hide your stuff and castle really well in the 2 L's there. And then you also have these bits on the edges that have LOS blocked to them by the big ruins. It's not 100% symmetric either, and I think that's also interesting. I don't know if it's good yet, and we could definitely repair it to work that out, but it's because these roads that it's based on aren't symmetric, but I also do think that it makes the choice of deployment zone more interesting, and we could lean into it and alter the size of some of these ruins on this different edges. It's just so cool. I have so many options. Are the walls tall enough to block a Tesseract arc? Yeah, let's see. Can we measure this wall like this? No, not quite. I think they're about 6 inches. That's not what I want. I want free ruler. Will that do it? No. No. It still wants to measure 3D. Here we go. We did it. They are about 5 inches, 4.5 or so.
Yeah, he's just gonna advance. That was a huge advance. I'll back him up in a second.
That said, if you place the Tesseract arcs, unless they have something taller than the building, if you place the Tesseract arcs back from it, then they probably would not be able to see over their own wall into it. So the walls do block your own line of sight too, quite a bit because they're big. There are also these guys. I put these walls in the corners that are much taller, so you can block LOS to larger things. So if you need something protected that's a little bit bigger, you can hide one thing basically in your corner. Yeah, Gregory Gibson. Yeah, we talked about those earlier. I don't like the multi-level ruins create weird questions and from a rules standpoint, and then also it's just like you don't have to turn off auto raise on this map at all. Just kind of saves a step there.
I'll bring down 1 squad of suppressors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my little light's working on the dish. Sick. I want to light all the windows and stuff too. That's the dream. Kind of takes forever to place them though.
It's a good dream.
It is a good dream.
It's good to have dreams, buddy.
Yeah, Shuma's Orc Stompa list would get wrecked in this. Although he might be able to hide it behind these big L's. I think it might be too wide, though.
I think you could hide it over here.
Yeah, potentially. Sam, we do have craters in the corners. I'm considering putting craters in the center so that there's area terrain, but you can also get cover from the edges of these.
Trevi, is that 2 suppressors that can see you?
I can see the exocrine.
The hive.
Oh, can see Swarmy?
Swarmy. Yeah.
I think they could all see me.
Okay, that's even better. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Psychic Phase. I'm going to put up...
yeah, so these are ruins, and these are impassable. And we'd update the tooltip for that. And those can change, obviously. We can play around with that however we want.
Put Drake skin on the same unit.
These being impassable probably doesn't matter. So them being ruins might just make things a little bit
which
more
one's being
consistent.
impassable?
The ones on the side.
I actually think that's really big. Like, that really changes how I bring my Inceptors down. I mean, I know they have flight, but just not being able to pick up cover from the things. I like those being ruins. Or,
but you can get cover, right? What do you mean?
I still like them.
If you hide behind them.
I'm going to shoot you. So I got 2 Mortis rounds that didn't move into that Neurothrope.
Gross.
Anything else? You doing anything?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this strat. I'm out of CP, really, so you're good.
You're not doing it?
Nah.
Okay.
Just shoot me. I'm going to make my saves.
I'll fish. Yeah,
one mortal. All right. Here comes two successful saves here, bud. See?
He still took a wound.
He did. I shouldn't mark that.
The 2 that moved into you.
Yep. Mortis or just Mortis? Okay.
Yeah, Mortis. Why would I not Mortis?
Because you miss.
Chapter Master.
Yep.
I mean,
you also have a Salamanders reroll. Like, get out of here! Just hidden. What the heck? A flub.
Lieutenant and Salamander.
Okay. You do wound with this.
I think I'm cheating on you. Where's my lieutenant? Yeah, he's something 6. I'm fishing for mortals, buddy. We're fishing. Okay, well, 1 save.
Yeah, Sam, you still can't fly in the charge phase, so it would still make things interesting for deep strikers. Take it. How much damage?
2.
Down to 2.
I mean, I guess that's fine. 3 suppressors into Swarmy.
Zach Thorne, Pod 12 is started. Pairings are up.
What's Swarmy's toughness?
7. So if you're looking at force?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
Cool. Good job, boys.
A valiant effort was made.
That went a lot worse than I thought it was gonna. 8 bolters, 2 crack grenades into the Malathrop thing.
I do think that these blocking for artillery is potentially an issue. You don't want the artillery to be that hard to get to. Might be worth making them ruins. Torin played Youngblood's game, and you're watching the stream, and you're making pasta salad, dude. Living life over here.
Oof, living the best life. 2 saves, 1 crack grenade, 1 bolter. On the Maliceptor.
Yep. 2 saves. So the crack grenade will be the orange one, I guess.
Sure, buddy.
They're both at -1, right? Oh, why aren't we picking up the dice? There we go.
The other one's at -2. That one's at -2.
Okay, well, I made them both, so it doesn't matter.
1, 2,
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos going around right now. There was a post on the competitive 40K Facebook page. They ran a GT in Texas because they're crazy people, and
Texas?
yeah, because it's Texas. And it was the top 8 was like Grey Knights, 6 Chaos, and like 1 Eldari, or like 1 Astartes, I think maybe. The Chaos were just killing it. And then people are like, "Whoa, Grey Knights won!" I was like, "Yeah, dude, there's 6 Chaos in the top." Dude, stop rolling 1s. Oh, there you go. You stopped. 4.
2 and a crack.
2 and a crack into the Maliceptor again.
Mm-hmm.
Crack will be the other thing. Mm-hmm. I fail a bolt, so I'll take a wound.
Did I kill it yet?
You're 1/12 of the way there.
Cool. Shoot the left 10 into it.
Gregory Gibson, auto race is in your toggles menu here. Boop. And if you turn that off when the object gets to something taller than it, it just bumps up against the bottom. It doesn't spring to the top like it normally does.
Got one save from the lieutenant.
Yes. Yes. Seabiscuit, June 6th, GT in Missouri. There was a GT I was gonna go to first week of June. It actually got canceled for quarantine. I am excited to go back to GTs, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah, the risk reward just doesn't seem worth it right now.
Yeah. RTTs
you might
maybe.
Be immune though, buddy.
What's that?
I don't know if you
I might be, but yeah.
I don't know if I'm.
They also said it may have mutated, so who knows? Yeah, I might have had corona in April, but I don't know. I was
2 saves.
I was out for like 2 weeks. Bolt rifles?
No, the auto cannons.
Okay, on the Maliceptor.
Yeah,
I'll take 2. I failed 1.
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to shoot the Exocon. That's fine.
Yeah.
Shooting phase.
You wound on 4s against the
3 wounds. That's a great shoot. I guess I did 2 wounds. Then
Zach Thorne, I think it's in BCP if you're a subscriber. Luke McCarthy, your friend calls the Maliceptor the God King.
I mean, sure.
I would imagine a God King would do more damage. Yeah, ITC getting canceled was a sad time, but yeah, you don't want to put 300 people in a room right now. Like a little GT that's like 25 people, sure, but maybe 30, but you don't want to get 120 teams of 6 or whatever, or F5. Like, it's too many.
Oof, that was a bad shooting round.
That was not good.
Thunderfire into the back ripper swarm.
Okay. Yeah, Gregory Gibson, it definitely makes things easier for sure. I guess I could paint mine like metallic gold. Yeah, I'll -1. It's a 7, so 1 guy's alive.
Yep.
Cool.
Combat. I'm gonna swing into the red squad.
Do it. Yeah, I could paint it gold and call it something really terrifying like that, so people shoot at it, and I make all my invuln saves like I have been doing. I don't like this drop pod being here in hindsight. I think I should have killed it last turn. Because it's going to block all my smites.
Yeah, I'm real happy it's there, actually.
2 guys. Go down.
Okay.
Bleep. Oop, bleep, bleep. Where are we going now? Here we go. So I'm fighting back. Orange boys.
Sure.
Oh. Wasn't supposed to do that. That was weird. That's super weird.
That was a real bad shooting phase.
That was a terrible shooting phase. I made a lot of 4-ups.
Kill. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, you have not killed anything yet.
I'm not going to kill.
Is it worth suppression firing into the rippers to kill them? Is it worth 2 CP for a kill?
No, because I only have 3. I probably should have just been paying attention more and shot the rippers earlier, because I think I could have put the... no, they're out of range of the suppressors. I should have shot the other rippers and then possibly put suppressors into them after the fact. I just wasn't even thinking about the kill. I was like, I got a kill. I killed the squad of Gene.
Yeah, you're kind of...
That doesn't count.
I feel like... So I had an issue when I played Ultras, and I played basically a similar list to what you were playing, and I had a bunch of like MSU stuff, and the issue was that the suppressors, the strength 7 just doesn't get it done, is what I found.
See, I've really liked the suppressors. This is the first game they've kind of fallen flat for me, but the range 48 is why I've just...
it's solid. So 3, there are probably 2 acid mods, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rending claws. 2 acid mods.
Yeah, I should have just stopped shooting into that Maliceptor. Like that, there's no...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are talking about how dumb he is. Oops, the 6 didn't go through. Let's reroll one of the 6s. 4, 5 at -3.
That'll get them.
Boom. I actually haven't been playing long enough to go to an ATC. So I have not been to an ATC. I do not normally go to an ATC. I started just after ATC last year, I think.
Whew, this is a big hole.
What's a big hole? Oh,
12 to 6.
I guess suppressors are very good at killing other suppressors, so that's probably handy.
Yeah, I mean they're decent
like
into
other
the mirror,
intercessor,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
into other Primaris bodies, they're pretty good, right?
I guess now that
Decent
Death
to, like,
Watches like popping up, it's probably good to have those dudes because they outrange
I
Death
think
Watch and
that
you just like pull up.
I like them. It's just like this is what they don't want to play into, right? Like exocrines. We're like, okay, they don't do anything.
Yeah, stuff. Yeah, they don't. Like, they win on 5s and it kills them on 3s. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're up, buddy.
That's fair. Alrighty. Let's see what our smite situation looks like here. Yeah, everything's going into the drop pod. Well, get got drop pod. You're about to be smited to death this turn.
This looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm in a good spot this game.
Yeah, I think you are. I felt good when I wiped out the first genies, but now I'm like, I don't know if I have enough. I think I'm gonna run out of
Yeah. The genies are kind of doing. They're dying a little bit more quickly than I would like, but they're doing their job. They're just keeping you in your deployment.
Yeah,
zone,
I mean they're
right?
keeping me in my exactly.
Yeah, running these orange guys. Here we go. That was a 6, so 14. Let's do this thing, right? Let's try this thing. Where they
I mean the 2 damage and the range 48 Zach is why I really like him, right?
That didn't do anything.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it in like 2
Do
pieces.
we do this and then this? Nope, that does nothing. All right, I don't know how to do this this multiple measuring thing that we were talking about. So we'll go 5, and then we'll move these guys 9-ish. Something like that, I guess. I did move them up a little bit earlier. And they'll go there.
Yeah, you can just put them right behind them, tripping.
Yeah, they do have to go around the corner. It's not quite as easy. And then these guys will be somewhere over here. All right. This Neuro is gonna make sure that he's within 18 of those boys. So there. And that he can see them, because this wall is funky. Ooh, the funky wall is blocking line of sight, so he's got to go up a little bit. Maliceptor's going to run at you. Sure. Like a brave soldier.
Yeah, man.
Torin, these walls here are being considered ruins. 6 inches. We don't quite need to go 6 inches, but we will go pretty far. I am worried about the chapter master just killing him, and then it's not as fun. This guy is going to go up a little bit so he can... Actually, he's just going to hide. Make you shoot executioners at him. Okay. Swarmy. He's having a grand old time behind this thing. He'll move over. The suppressors can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
This guy... Can he see any intercessors that are close to him? How come it doesn't measure to that guy? That's weird.
34.
Okay, so we'll just do that. But they're -1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay. Cool. Fun. These red boys are gonna run. I'll go behind this thing. See ya. Cool. that'll be it for that, I think. We'll go ahead and go to Psychic Phase. We'll Symbiostorm the Exocrine. Goes off. We'll Smite with the Maliceptor. Goes off. Hits the pod for 3. Screams at it. Goes off. Kills the pod. Smite here. Into the Intercessors. Rerolls 1s for being sick. Goes off with the +1 for 3 on these boys.
That's not fun.
Got him. This guy will cast Catalyst, I guess, on the Hive Guard in case they get shot. We roll 1s. Goes off. All right. That's fun.
Oh, I get my Field of Pain against more. No, I don't.
Shooting.
Yep.
We'll shoot here first and see what happens.
Sure,
with
bro.
the Exocrine. First shot. Get that out of there. That's garbage. So we're hitting on 4s, exploding only on 6s now. Oh, look at this distribution. Perfect. So that is 3 hits, but we get 1 back for the 6. And 3s. Solid. 2 minus 3.
So save 1, and then on the one I take, 2 Feel No Pain, so he'll take a wound.
Cool. Same deal with the second shot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. These miss, but we get 1 back. So, and 3s. 3 more. Minus 3.
So the first one on the guy with 1 wound, that guy's dead. At the second one, okay, well, guy with 1 wound.
Did you save 1 too?
Yes. Sorry. So I made 1 save. I made
Yep.
1 save, and then yeah.
Yep. Okay. Charge phase. We're gonna do this thing. I guess. Just keep fighting your dudes. There's no reason to just get hit with Thunderfire and die.
Gonna shoot you. One save.
Makes it. How far do I go? I think that's probably a 5-er. Double 6s. Cool. Yeah, we'll just go over here, basically. They're all going to go over here and then come in so they can fight you.
Yep, you're good.
So I have 3 Acid Maws left. And 4, 6, 8, 10 regular guys. So 3 Acid Maws. Yeah.
Where do you want to be, Trevi? There?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get in so I can fight you. It's kind of a whole. Yeah. I was kind of fudging, so I didn't have to do.
I mean, you can roll the dice. I'll move the bullshit.
Fun tech. I like moving the Exocrine after he shoots. Well, you can't do that. So don't do that. That's cheating. Because you have to Hive Commander move instead of firing ranged weapons. So if you've already fired ranged weapons, you can't do it. Acid Maws. Otherwise, that would be insane and sick. I do like doing it with Psychers because you can move after you shoot with the Psychic spells because obviously that's not a ranged attack. Force Wound. 4 at -3 to start.
How much a piece?
Yeah, just 1. It's all just 1.
So 2 die?
Yeah. Are they in the Feel No Pain bubble or no?
Oh, no.
Oops. And... Oh, 4s would fail. So we got a bunch of 6s. 6 6s, so they just go through.
I'm just gonna roll this. I'm just gonna roll the 6s first.
What? They're -4.
Oh no, they auto go through. Yep, never mind.
So we just kill everyone. Yeah. I can't go anywhere with a overrun, so we're just gonna hug the wall, I guess, as much as I can, and fall down. I'd like to fix the collider on the wall so it's not quite as weird. All right.
Cool.
That's it for me. So I get 2 kills that turn.
Yeah, drop pod. Yep. Wrong because I forgot my chapter litany. +1 to hit. No, sure. Good job, chaplain. Okay. So if we can still kill more this turn, that would be nice. Problem is, you just keep bonusing me.
Oh, that was. Oh, you already scored me. Sorry.
You're okay. I don't know that I'm going to claw back from this, Trevi. Needs charge.
Yeah, and we kind of need that going in, right? Because we picked this deployment zone. I think if you pick, well, if you pick a more defensive deployment zone, you can forward deploy the intercessors a little bit more without worried about them getting blown up by the exocrines.
Yeah, I mean that's what we said.
And then,
yeah,
the intercessor brick has really good counterattack to me because you can do the Salamanders litany, so your whole army heroically intervenes, and then when the Gene Stealers go in, you just kill them. Oh, okay. Good job, Gene Stealers. You did nothing and you died. What was the other one you rolled? Was it like Hammer Anvil?
It was 5. It was I much prefer it.
Yeah. Oh, frontline. Yeah.
Yeah, it just gives me so much more room to work.
So yeah, you could like put all the intercessors in here, right? Basically, and I
actually really like the intercessors back here, but yeah.
Yeah, potentially back there. Yeah, because then they
just
can't
bundles
get
with
charged
genies
easily.
better.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we said that at the beginning. Testing out the map. It's good. It's good stuff. They go to there. They stand still. Suppressors. Live the dream. Maybe.
Yeah, so Search and Destroy is probably the roughest on this one. What other ones would be bad, I think? Vanguard's good. Nobody dies in Vanguard. Spearhead, maybe a little tough, but you have these 2 big things, right, that block you, so you're probably fine.
Pretend I moved the captain first, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Here. Dawn of War is probably a little tough. This is pretty good. Yeah, you're probably fine in Dawn of War, actually. Yeah, it's probably Search and Destroy. That one's like the number one. That's like the number 1 offender. I think that's really bad. Yeah, it feels pretty balanced, honestly. Yeah, so I have another one, what do you call it, map that I made, which is like a Necron one, and it has some big obstructions that are in the center that I think are interesting to play around. What I might do is we might have like I think we'll make maybe a testing group in the Discord and get people who want to just grind games on these maps.
Okay, Psychic Phase. I'm going to put out -1 to hit on the beginner sister blood. Oh, sorry.
Luke McCartney, link me that Discord, that FAQ, because if that's true, then Tyranids are like probably 2 full like spaces better than meta than everyone thought they were. I can't imagine that that's true. Being able to move after you shoot is like one of the most powerful abilities in the entire game.
Okay. Shooting.
You don't have to be giving up shooting to do it instead of shooting ability. How does that work? Let's I'm gonna see facts. So I found one that says you can use instead of shooting abilities if something else prevents you from shooting, like advancing.
You got 11 saves here, Trevi.
Okay. GG, Gene Stealers. You know what you were getting into. I don't like putting those guys up there, but I don't feel like I had another opportunity for them to do anything. What do you think about that song? Oh, I mean, it did make 6. Oh, that's also 14 dice. What the heck? Do we spawn more dice?
I think with wanting to kill that squad, that's the best place they can go, because I wasn't going to let you consolidate into another squad.
Yeah, that was a good position to block them off.
Yeah, you got 6 more shots from the other unit of intercessors, or 6 more saves.
Uh, 5 die. I think that's everybody, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's one guy left.
One's alive.
Let me see if I can find another. I'm just looking through this FAQ. Yeah, there's only one. I'm only finding one FAQ there. At least in Waha. It says abilities that are used instead of shooting can be used if the model has fallen back. And it says you can use them as long as you do not shoot. It doesn't matter whether you can shoot or not. I'm not finding anything that says. Let's see.
You got 7 saves over here, Trevi.
7. We're not. Go ahead. That was on this one dude?
No, right here, red unit.
Oh, yeah. And these are AP1, right? So 4 die.
AP2.
AP2. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oops. Is this guy flipped over? He is. He should be standing up. I lose 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then this Ripper Swarm's dead. I split my fire.
Yeah. R.I.P. your swarm. Rulebook and Rada. Try to
2 mortis rounds into the Northrop.
Yep. Yeah, I'll look at the actual wording in the document tonight. If that's the one that you're talking about, then I don't. 2 mortals. Ew. Yeah. Are those wounds?
2 mortals, 2 saves. Yeah.
So 2 mortals, and then we'll just pass the saves automatically. I don't even know why you're making me roll. We're just gonna automatically do it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh no, 1 goes through. Do you roll a 3 and kill me?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far.
Get out of
here. That's a 1.
Get out of here.
I got 2 more eliminators going into mortis.
No, because the errata says, or the FAQ says, a model can use an ability as long as it does not shoot. 1 save? Yep. No mortals?
Nah, no mortals.
So if you have shot with the exocrine, then you cannot use an ability instead of shooting because you've shot. Ooh, I would fail it. I'm going to reroll. Try to keep that guy alive. Blue dice, don't fail one now. No, we rolled 2 2s. Does he die? Yep.
Yep.
Rip.
What's a Maliceptor look like in close combat? Oh, Titan Talons. He's not.
Yeah, it's only 3 attacks at hitting on 4s. So you're okay. Like they look big, but they're not. And he rerolls once to hit, which is nice, but that's it.
Primaris Lieutenant is going to shoot that last Gene Stealer.
Yep. I should stick this lighting effect
to morale possibly.
Yeah, I have 2 CP. I could auto pass that guy. You have a kill already though, so I'm not sure I will. Yeah, when I first started playing, I got really excited about being able to do that. I'm almost just flipped him automatically, but I'm going to make 2 5-ups here. No, almost.
Close.
Yeah, what that would do, I mean, that would just straight up break the faction, I think. That makes the shooting id list like incredibly strong because you can put a unit of warriors outside of the thing, and then you couldn't double shoot them, but you could shoot and then move back in, and your whole gun line could be out of line of sight shooting. You could do the same with an exocrine or whatever. It's pretty clear that they didn't want it to happen.
2 saves on the exocrine.
2 on the exocrine.
from the back suppressors.
So I'm on, it's -2 on these guys?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm on 5s. I make 1. So I take 2, I'm down to 8. Right, it would be Fire and Fade, but for free. It would be really way too strong. I like it now because it synergizes with the psychic monsters and stuff. I used it with Zoanthropes in a game with John Damaris the other day that I streamed into the Discord, and it was like really strong. The hit and run with Zoanthropes, they just come in, they nuke, they psychic scream, and then he runs him back behind a wall, and it's like sick. So I think if you're trying to do that thing, you do it with the Zoanthropes. The Zoanthropes are the best target for it.
1 save on the Maleceptor, 1 save on the Exocrine.
Exocrine. Oop, come on. Saves. Maleceptor.
Mm-hmm.
Fails. Takes 2. No worries, man. I did. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I looked that up ages ago. So, you're good. Definitely try to find those combos though. Like that, it's worth looking up for sure, because if it is possible, like there's things in almost every faction that people have not discovered in 40k. 40k is deep enough that there's combos and stuff that people don't really
6 saves
respect.
in the genies.
6 saves in the genies, aren't they? Oh, there's 2 guys.
Thunderfire.
Yeah. I was like, aren't they dead? No. Now they are. Boop.
I think that's all my shooting.
All my gene stealers are dead. You've killed them all.
I'm gonna charge the Maleceptor.
All right, do it. What is it? 7 or an 8?
I think I need a 7.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Roll a 4.
Uh-oh, you don't want to stand there. You might die.
So I have 3 CPs. Probably gonna die to smites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to make one. Try to 4 or 5. So CP. Nope.
Oh my God, Zackthorn. Multiple Swarm Lords would be right off the chain. They're like moving themselves. You just like bullet one at a time, like 45 inches. That'd be insanity.
I think I have kill more.
So you've killed 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you killed way more.
Go ahead.
Goodbye, Gene Stealers. It was nice knowing you. So these guys are -1 to hit with the +1. What's the +1 save from?
+1 toughness. I had
+1 toughness. Okay,
that's
sure.
Drake skin.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. So we will.
Chaplain.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hey, it goes off.
Where's the second Elam squad back here? Yeah.
Right here.
I want to get this Neurothrop going, but I don't think it's worth it. Because he'll just die easily. So Maleceptor will move back. Guess he'll run, actually. Yeah, there's like, if you could take, if Swarmlord was not a one per army unit, I think you would take
as many as you possibly
can. Yeah, you would take 3 every game. There's no way you wouldn't take 3. That guy, that would be so sick. Oh my God. Now I want to do that. Swarmy's gonna move up a little bit. Actually, he'll run. So that was, we'll call it 7. So I could go 8. So we'll go 3 more basically forward.
Mm-hmm.
Over to the wall here. Cool. Everyone else stands still, I think. This guy will run. Whoop. Zackthorn, what's my favorite list from Tide 12? That's a silly question. It's mine. Okay. psychicing time.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let's run these rippers, I guess, because they're here and they can run. 6 inches. They're just like, someone named Inceptors, please kill us.
I'm pretty sure the Inceptors died to Hive Guard this round.
I'm going to try. But if I don't, they got something to do. All right. Smite here with Swarmy.
Yep.
Come on. Goes off on a 10.
Sure.
2 onto the captain.
Down to 4.
Smite with the Maliceptor.
Mm-hmm.
Goes off on a 7.
Mm-hmm.
For 2.
Down to 2.
Scream. It flubs it. Yeah, whatever. Smite here.
Mm-hmm.
This is goes off on a 7. No. All right. Did I put him close to anybody? Nah, who cares? He'll try to catalyst himself, I guess.
Who's this? Swarmy?
No, the
Northrop.
Northrop. Yeah, so
gotcha.
he catalysted. Swarmy's other thing doesn't do anything, so we will go ahead and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Exocrine is going to shoot the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Go in. Real 1s. Whoop. And 3s.
You have 2 6s.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't symbio. My bad.
Yeah, my Symbiostorm guy's dead. 4 saves there, sir. Get out of here.
I don't really like that. But the problem is I spent a CP last turn stupidly, so now I only have 2.
If you play meta Nids without Swarmlord, you're just playing the other version of meta Nids, I think. Oh, get out of here. Frivolous CP spending.
I know.
Okay. Second shot will go into these bad boys.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 4s. Rolling 1s. Ooh, that was good. Okay.
That's
sure.
not cool, bro.
Sure. 6 wounds.
3 doesn't wound me. Oh, yeah, it does. It's still 6, 7. Do I get a save? I get a save, right? 6s?
Yeah, you got 6s.
2 damage apiece, right?
Yeah.
First one. Yep. Second one.
Yeah, so if you play without Swarmy, you're like pigeonholed into
Third one.
just like playing guns. I don't know how that's not that's any better than playing 60 Gene Stealers. At least 60 Gene Stealers, your opponent gets to punch them to death. And if you play guns, you're just like hanging out, right? The Turvagon list with like a Termagant carpet. I don't know if those really play Turvagon or Turvagons that much. Yeah, the Exocrine's just flexing on these guys for sure. Hive Guard are going to shoot at the Inceptors, like we talked about. Yep. Threes. And 3s, because you're Gravis. Oh, jeez, okay. No respect from these Tyranids.
Save?
It's -2, no cover.
So
on 5s? Yeah.
How much damage apiece?
It's D3s, so let me roll them.
That's not good.
2, so the next one kills that guy.
Kills the guy. Yep.
Next one is 3, so it kills a guy. Next one is a 2, so we kill all of them.
Oof, nasty. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, unfortunately, like just 3 wounds, it's just not enough because they always drop into the danger zone, so they get like one
with
shot.
The Hive Guard.
Yeah,
that's
well, with almost anything, right? Like most of the time, you can leverage something to get them. At least the turn after they shoot, right? The turn after. We're gonna move Swarmy back to his safe zone. back to my safe space. And then stand on this objective. Like that, real boy. Do you like my transparent base on Swarmlord, or is it annoying? I can't tell.
It's definitely not my favorite. It was weird before I was playing with it before. And then, yeah, I don't like the hue. That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't like the hue either. We could do black, right? I think black.
Just clear. You should just paint it clear.
I can do that. How's that? No base
Yeah,
at all.
I like that more.
It looks cool, but it looks very difficult to play with. Right? Like, you kind of want to see where he is.
Call it Trevi. Like,
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think
pick
that's fair.
a kill here or there, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like.
I'm too
bonus points.
Like it pretty much like I thought. I just ended up being way too boxed up.
Yeah, I think maybe you do what you said, and you just like deploy on the line. You're like, let's fight, dude.
In this deployment zone?
Yeah. Because like then you're at least fighting for 5, right?
Maybe. Yeah, and the apothecary's right out there.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess we could try it.
But I think, I mean, otherwise, right? You just pick the other deployment.
I don't know.
This is the worst one.
I think I get wrecked, honestly, if I deploy in the line. I think I need to deep strike all the suppressors. Definitely can't take recon. That was a mistake.
Yeah, you have to do the suppressors. Deep striking is really good. And I think like there are, once my front line's dead, like you can put suppressors here, I think, and you can get LOS to the hive guard, right? You can just barely squeeze through. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no concept of how hard hive guard are to kill.
So I guess actually, yeah, that's the math changes significantly when doctrines get nerfed, I guess. So usually they all immediately die to suppressors because they're Iron Hand suppressors and they ignore enhanced resistance, but yours are not. So I guess we might be okay, actually.
So I don't actually think I'm that good shooting it.
Yeah, I actually think you don't do anything against them. You kill like 1 maybe.
So that's pretty much what I came up with.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
We're going to transparent everyone's base.
That seems excessive.
It looks cool, though. Look at these rippers, dude. They're so cool.
The rippers do look really cool. I hate it. I wish you could just put a ring around the base. But
yeah, I want Shuma's bases, like the orc bases he found, where it's just hewed on a ring. I was like, dude, that's so sick.
That's actually pretty cool.
They just disappear when they die.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
That does look way better, though, on the table. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It just needs a ring. So yeah, chat. Anyway, it's a pretty cool map. I like it, Trevi. I don't like the crates in the middle.
Yeah, just aesthetically? Or...
Aesthetically, yeah.
I like that there is something in the middle to disrupt this line of sight, and that was the idea. Like if it's just an open alleyway, it felt a little bit silly.
Hide a dreadnought behind it. Like what can actually hide behind this?
So the idea was that you couldn't hide tanks and stuff. Like this guy can barely hide, right? But you could hide small units. So like you could put scouts or eliminators or like maybe a 10-man intercessor if they squeeze in.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you can screen and stuff without just giving away models.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke McCarthy, that's how infestation nodes should work. You just flip the model over and you get them. Like, you've activated my trap card. There's actually 10 Gene Stealers here. No.
But no, I like the map. I'd like to play it again. Like I said, I don't think this deployment zone's big for me.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, these might be too strong.
Which, these big guys?
The obstructions. Yeah.
Too strong, you say? What if they were ruins instead of these?
I think that makes a difference. Just because, like, I'm literally thinking of just like you park 2 or 3 Thunderfire cannons.
Yeah, I think they have to become ruins, and then that also makes them analogous to these things. So that I think there's like a little bit of cognitive dissonance because it's the same. They look the same, basically.
I would also make them smaller personally, but that's just me.
I wanted to be able to hide a knight if you wanted to.
Sure, I don't personally think that's. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't think that's a criteria for me when I'm entering. But if that's your goal, then you have succeeded.
Yes.
You can't have a knight behind this thing. Does it stick out?
You can, but you can't in Hammer and Anvil, right?
Okay.
Because you can't hold behind your whole base. So if you're playing into like friggin' volcano cannons, and you have a knight, it just immediately dies, and you're like, all right, well, this is stupid.
Yeah, Spearhead seems fine, right? I like the terrain here, right? No complaints. Dawn of War seems great. I'd play that. That seems fun. Search and Destroys this one. This is hot, utter garbage.
Look at these suppressors, dude, with no bases.
I like Hammer.
Just flying around. Oh, they're so cool.
Frontline seems really good. I like this a lot, actually. This looks really fun to play on.
Song Seabiscuit is challenging you on Sunday.
That's the Lord's Day.
No 40K on Sundays.
Yeah, I got my kids this weekend, Seabiscuit. So next week or something I can play, but yeah, not this weekend because I already have a game Saturday for a pod. I can't play games Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I would love to play games with Seabiscuit.
He's trampling your guys.
I noticed. You need to calm down. Just get out of here. Hold on. Where's my apothecary?
That's what happens when you cast Might of Heroes on your apothecary, right?
Can you see him?
He's like, for Cosmodon, bitches.
Oh man, you need to make that bigger.
That's a Warcraft 3 quote right there for everybody.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, bud.
Look at that sweet clear base, though.
Right? I made it clear for you. It didn't work on the Intercessors, though. I don't know what's up with them.
Intercessors have weird hitboxes. I need to replace them.
Yeah, you got to get on that Raven Guard train and use that Raven Guard file that's in the workshop. That's, like, insanely cool.
Are they sweet?
Oh. Yeah, they're super sweet.
Yeah, I like it. I don't... I don't know. Let me get back to you about this middle terrain piece.
Well, I mean, it can be replaced with something, right?
They did? Yeah, I just...
Like, the terrain itself is immaterial, and we can change it.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I want something that blocks line of sight in the middle. That's just me.
Okay.
Like, I think a big forest or a big crater could be really cool in the middle.
Yeah, I originally had it as a crater, but it felt too open in the center, I think.
I'm also interested, personally, what happens if you move these each closer to the middle just a little bit?
Yeah, so they were originally... I moved them 2 inches out to start with.
Or were they originally, like, up here?
They were touching the 9-inch circle, yeah. And I moved
that's what I was
a little bit farther back.
I'm not saying...
I think made this too narrow, I think.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, but that's a ruin.
Yeah, but for vehicles, yeah. It made vehicles really awkward.
Can I hide a war suit behind these ruins? I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I think so. You should be able to. I can hide Swarmlord behind them, so you should be able to hide a war suit.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
Yeah, super duper. You can hide. Can you hide 2 war suits stacked on top of each other? Is the question.
No, that's excessive.
Oh, this is a Redemptor Dreadnought. That's not even a war suit. Get out of here.
I mean, ruining my immersion. Yeah, it's a cool map though, Trevi. Good work.
Andy Patton, the middle piece could be a plus sign of walls. Just wait till you see my Necron map that has exactly that on it.
I'm not saying I hate it. It's just interesting.
Yeah, I think thematically we could change it to something different.
What if it was just ruins in the middle?
Like if it was just I mean, you could just be ruins instead of an obstruction.
Yeah, I don't know. My brain just likes that more.
Yeah,
my brain.
That.
Right.
Yeah.
Before she goes to bed.
Sure.
Chat, it was fun. Trevi, thank you for drunk calling me. It was a blast.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you guys take care.
Bye.
Adios.
Okay, chat. So yeah, I have a couple more. What do you call it? I have a couple more of those maps that I made. And I'm going to start posting them up and looking for opinions in the Discord probably tomorrow. And assuming we'll probably make a couple changes. I think sort of thematically, this needs to get altered a little bit. This crate thing in the middle. Make somebody pay 10 cents to go through. Yeah. Yeah. Originally I was actually going to have little gates in here and stuff, but the idea was that there was a relatively clean line of sight through the center, especially for vehicles. And as soon as you start putting like shit in it, I think it makes it a little awkward and weird. But I think changing this to something a little bit different. A central piece is a good size. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we like stick a devilfish in there, make it on fire or something, and then put some craters around, make it look a little bit more war torn. That could be cool. I think maybe it could be a little smaller. I didn't quite expect it. Like you could potentially hide an Invictor behind it. I think it's hard though. An Invictor. Yeah, you can like exactly hide an Invictor, so somebody just has to move to the side to shoot it. Yeah, it's I'll work on it, and we'll get something figured out. But otherwise, I think it played out pretty well. Maybe a couple more area terrain pieces just for random cover places. But other than that, I think it's okay. I had a couple saved, and I just need to add them in. Artillery at the back behind the non-ruins. Yeah, so we're gonna make these ruins. I think. I like them the height that they are. I do think that having a place that you can put a knight-sized model and have it not be like immediately killed is important. So I think I do think that we'll keep those, but I think making them ruins is important too, so you can charge through if you're infantry. Rah, just like that. So we'll make those ruins, and so they'll get the same sort of little footpath thing that these things do. And then one other thing I did was just to alleviate the issue of people touching ruins is that I extended this base part beyond the edge of the actual model itself, so that you can just say I'm in the ruin and touch it. I haven't actually gone through the Pod 13 lists yet. Seabiscuit, I'm sorry. Let me take a quick look, actually. You submitted in Discord, right? Yeah, here you are. Will it pop up on screen? It will not. All right, let's show I'm going to show the chat just because you asked. So it's got, what is this? A spearhead with triple thunderfires and a Scorpius, and triple rapiers and a Scorpius. Then just blood clouds and wolfen. What are the blood clouds doing? Just held objectives? Yeah, they're probably engineers, right? And this is a stalker pack or anything? Yeah. It seems fine. Certainly the 6 Thunderfire cannon build has always been good, and War and Scorpii are always good. No Ragnar Blackmane though. You have a Power Fist guy. Yeah. I wonder if could you find 8 points to turn him into Ragnar? I feel like he doesn't have a jump pack, but I think it feels better to me. Because what you have to be worried about is things advancing on the Thunderfires. And so having just a bunch of characters to sit inside, Ragnar's like the most dangerous character, I feel like. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, Torin, I'm not 100% sure when maps get implemented. Well, the plan right now is to build a new map base as an alternative to this one, and basically just clean it up a little bit. There's a lot of extra bits and stuff that we don't use in T5S2, and mostly we'll just adapt this one, I think, to the series a little bit better. And once we do that, I think we'll probably start working on it. So and then we'll start. The idea is that we'll start with 6 maps, and then we'll do some playtesting with them, and then we'll start playing them in pods pretty soon. But I don't know if that's going to be this season. Honestly, it might be a thing next season, or we might start it with the Invitational. Unless we can get up and running quickly and people like them, then we could start at sort of the mid-season break, I guess. Zach Thorne, you don't understand the Death Watch list. Which Death Watch list is that? Tell me about it. I want to know. But so I have this one, and actually, I guess I could just load in my other one and show you guys while I'm here. Let's load in my work in progresses. Here's the latest version. It's gonna look a little funky because some effects need to get fixed. But I'll get you guys' thoughts on this one while I'm here. And I have another one that I'm currently working on too. So here's a Necron one. So unfortunately, these effects spawn their boxes right now, and they need to get updated so that those are hidden. It's basically the only change you need to make. But this one I designed around Dawn of War. So obviously it has these 2 enormous line of sight blockers that you can put stuff behind in Dawn of War, and then you can move out and try to get shots around them. So it creates this interesting dynamic here. Andy Patton, I have that exact design that you were you were thinking of in the other map in the center. And we have basically the same deal with these ruins to hide big things. These ruin walls, just like the other ones. Yeah, the Bloodclaws definitely, they beat out like scouts or other random stuff. But this one I think is much safer in Search and Destroy because the portals block so much LOS in the side here. So you have this whole area that's out of line of sight for the most part, and then you can also deploy in this ruin and behind this thing. So these create like these shadow zones, basically. So Search and Destroy is a lot safer. Obviously, Frontline Assault and Dawn of War are both extremely safe because you're both sort of hidden behind these things. And then it gets a little bit more awkward with Vanguard Strike and the short table edges. This obelisk thing in the middle blocks a little bit of line of sight, but big stuff will be able to see over, obviously. Currently, we can't teleport through it. Yeah, we won't have teleporting through the Stargates, I think. They're just going to look cool. I also had this effect coming out the other side of the Stargate, too, and it ended up just being, like, it was so intense when both of them had it on that it was, you could, like, it would physically block line of sight eventually if you had this particle effect going. It was really silly. And then these are just craters, obviously. But this one definitely is designed for the long table edge deployment more than the other ones. And definitely, I think, certainly could use some more sprucing up in terms of the aesthetics. It is a little funky looking right now. So those are the 2 I have mostly finished. And we'll probably start playing around with them and making changes as needed. But that's the idea. I know a couple, I think some people are probably, this also needs like these little, the ruins have these little alcoves in them. You can put like Necron warriors or like little symbols in there, I think. Which I think would be cool. Swap the ruins and the walls. So you put the ruins in the corner, you mean? And then use the big walls here? Potentially. But the idea is to have strengths and weaknesses for each map, right? And so it was intentional that this one would be less good on the short table edge deployments. Whereas I think the other one is better on the short table edge deployments. And then as we keep going, we'll have more that have more fortifications like along that short table edge. So I'm interested to see how people respond to them. What I don't want to have happen is like the thing. It sounds weird, but the thing I'm scared about is for people to go like, oh, they're using like these funky, fluffy maps. Like it's clearly not a competitive league or it's a competitive tournament series, but like that's the goal, is to be very competitive. But then also like these maps, I think, make it more so because you also have to play around the terrain more than just playing the ITC ruins again and again. We'll see how people respond to them, I guess. I'm not 100% yet. So anyway, that's what I've been working on. Trying to improve the series is where we're going. Hopefully, if we can make the maps a little bit better, I think the viewing experience when you're streaming goes a lot better. And we can create cool lighting effects and make like it, like we talked about, it's kind of more RTS looking. And I think that goes a long way into making it more interesting for people. And then that just, makes the series, I think, just have a wider viewership for sure. And grows the community. That's the goal. Yeah, I kind of speak from experience though, Andy. Like I think that's something that that's an excuse that I would make, like not to delve further into a competitive series if it didn't use like a standardized terrain set. And just telling somebody that like, no, but we play tested it and stuff, I feel like doesn't work as well. Yeah, this one is a bit dark. I also have my lighting settings set a little bit dark, so I think we could change it. Where's the options here? Like we could put it up a little bit. We can also just change the base map. I have another one, which people might want to do. I don't know. Where did the other one that I had go? Tongue is back, I guess. Did he message me? Nope, he's just popping in. Oop. So we could use... Come on in. What are you doing there, bud? So this one is a little brighter and retains the theme. Honestly, I don't like it as much. It feels kind of generic and doesn't look as good in my opinion, but I do agree the dark theme is a little awkward. I guess he's calling me. What's up, dude? Why aren't you talking to me?
Because I was muted. What is this? Are you treating these as obstructions?
Yeah.
Is this a... Oh, you actually tooltip these.
Some of them are tooltipped. This one I started to tooltip and it didn't work out so well. And then a couple, they're like kind of, I had to build them out of different parts, some of them, so some of them are tooltip wrong, but it'll all get fixed.
It is like a major obstruction.
This thing? Yeah.
Yeah. And these are weird for like large bases, the ruins, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing.
The contrast
personally...
is more interested to look at. I guess maybe. I'll have to play around with base mats, but I mean, people can switch the base mat in and out. Yeah. Yeah, people were talking to me about the other map, and we just started talking about
hear me? Do I have to be careful with my words?
I believe that they can. Let me. Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, hey. So are these actually craters?
Yeah. I put a rock in them so that they were a little bit cooler. And I think you can block line of sight to individual models with them. Maybe not this Primaris guy. Yeah, I think this one's executed a little bit better to just be a thing. A gray would work. Yeah, I can sub in a gray. We'll see how that goes. I have a gallery of them up here.
You're talking about the red? Yeah, I don't love the red either.
I like the black, honestly, but we'll see. Here's a gray.
So first, like, I want a footprint for this ruin.
For which ruin? Yeah, so we would have to add them. I think we'll just add these things like underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big, but just like... Nope, I'm going to draw it so you really understand.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, why don't you just save that into your file? Just use that.
I don't know if it saves the drawing, honestly. Why isn't it copy and pasting? What the fuck? Copy, paste. Paste. There we go. Try gray. Yeah.
Nah, I don't like that. I like the other one more than this.
Yeah. There's a darker gray. I think I have a darker gray in here. Let's try this one. And I mean, there's like a limitless number of texture backgrounds we can find, and people can switch them out just like I'm doing, so they can do their own thing. Why is it being so weird? What the fuck? Copy. Oh, maybe I tried to copy the image and not the address. That's why. Paste. There we go. Darker gray? Yeah, that's too blue.
No,
yeah,
I hate that.
Oh. That one's a little too busy. I think I would hate that anywhere.
No, man. Like I get a tattoo of that.
It does look like ink. You're right there.
Yeah, man. This is pretty enjoyable, actually.
Yeah, we should.
They explode that time.
I think it helps. It depends on the base of your model, I think. On the black one, I did design it with the black mat loaded, so I kind of lined things up based on the on the black one.
I actually the red one that you had at first that kind of.
So I think if you have your like the black and green little mans for sure disappear into the black background.
You mean my army?
Yeah, the army of your black and green mans on the black and green background. But like, so if I'm loading my army, right?
Here are the quibbly things I'll say.
Tell me the quibbles.
Where does this crater start and stop?
It's the end of the terrain piece.
Right, but like it looks all like
there's parts that say crater and there's parts that say don't crater and that don't say crater, and it's
I don't see any part that says don't crater.
It says not crater.
Can you actually if you could do the whole rest of the map to say not crater, that would be fine.
Like, I don't understand. Like here, right? If you mouse over here, it does not say crater, but if you mouse here, it says crater.
Right, so and that's all I'm saying is it takes more looking. I like
pretty
the red.
easy.
I like the red.
You like the red one? But like if I have my guys are colored, right? I don't think they get lost, right? Like they look the same as they do anywhere.
It's not to get lost. I just want more difference from the terrain. I don't know. I just want to be able to more quickly identify the terrain pieces. I know that seems
yeah, I could see that.
I get it. Like this looks
I feel like
cool.
It's not as big as
maybe you just change the ruin color in the bottom of the crater. I would feel better about life. I was like, what are craters doing on this? There's no craters on this.
It's the tectonic shift, dude.
No, I don't think that's real. That's like climate change. That's
like it's like climate change. You're right. You got him. The one before the brown. This one is the one we got. Drop pods make stuff explode. Yeah, Andy Patton's got it.
Oh, is that how they do it?
Yeah. This is the first one, right? Seabiscuit? This is the one we wanted to look at. I think this one's cool too because like it can put lighting effects inside the mat too, so they like light up these spots.
You're such a nerd,
dude. The lighting effects get me so hard. Luke McCarthy, this is Chung again. He's the guy I was just playing. He's not a new person.
Yeah, why is this guy confused? It says my name right. It's just...
So yeah, I was just saying. I actually the first version of this, I put the this particle effect that's on the portal. I put it coming out both sides of the portal, and it was so intense when it was coming from both sides that it actually blocked line of sight in the center.
Can I? I'm gonna mess with your board because you don't care. Oh jeez.
Did you unlock my my thing?
Yeah, I didn't know that happened.
Solid.
Ignore that. Oh, it's not a singular piece. Oh,
Yeah, I haven't attached them together yet.
You just like kit bash the crap out of this thing. This is like the orc terrain piece. Okay.
That's what all of the terrain pieces are. It's all kit bashed.
I haven't made terrain yet.
Yeah. So you can. I haven't done it yet,
Okay,
but
wait.
once you're done positioning, you can combine them all into single parts, and then it's good.
Humor me. What if this one was like that?
What if which one?
Hold on.
What are you doing there, bud?
It makes perfect sense, Trevor. Calm down.
What if this thing? If this thing? The issue with these things are is that they
angle it.
So Lockjaw made these. He told me actually after I made this, which was hilarious. But because the bottom is rounded, it doesn't sit if it's not locked. So they just fall over. If you angled these, all right. I'm not going to do that because it doesn't follow the geometry of the map. That can't work.
What about tectonic shifting?
What about the shifts? You're just breaking everything over here.
Nah, someone else.
But so this one, I think you missed my discussion with chat. But I built this one off the Dawn of War deployment line, right?
Oh, this is cool.
What are you doing? Dude, I got 1 billion of those.
Where's my drop pod?
Where's all my the shit I saved, dude?
Hold on. Give me max height on this drop pod.
It's like, oh, hey, yeah, if you go into this, you can change the color, too.
Oh, look at, like, bubbles? When you go over the top of this, it bubbles.
When you go over the top, it bubbles. What?
Look from top down. Change your view to top down. Pick up the drop pod and put it over the middle. Doesn't it bubble? It bubbles for me. Do you really not see that?
I think it just highlights the particle effects, right?
Yeah, bubbles.
So it's just highlighting the edge.
Bubbles.
This is like some super cool live streaming material. Everyone's gonna be excited about.
20 people are watching this.
20 people are online right now.
You guys need to do something else with your life. I hate to say.
Jesus, brutal, fucking savage. Well, now we've destroyed this one. I think the town one's better, honestly, but I do like this one still.
Yeah, I'd have to play on this one. This one looks... I don't love how close those are together. I don't know. I'm being weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that either, but again, it was like the issue with the short table edge deployment, where you're like everything's open, you just die.
Yeah, this one looks like it's made for Dawn of War and for Hammer and Anvil.
Yeah, these help on Hammer and Anvil, but it's mostly Dawn of War and Search and Destroy, because the Search and Destroy, I was actually diagramming it. Like, you have this, right, as the shadow zone, and then you have this, and then you also have this. So you have, like, this huge swath of your deployment zone that's blocked out.
Hold on. Could you make this the appearance of the dice rolling box?
I mean, yeah, I think you can just lock it in. I deleted it.
Yeah, man. But... Just chuck dice into that? That would be sweet.
Yeah. I think you could. Yeah, you could probably lock that in there.
That would make me irrational.
That would actually be super cool. I'm with you, dude.
Danny Phantom? Who's Danny Phantom?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. Can I Google this?
It's an animated series, apparently. It was about a typical kid who accidentally blew up his parents' laboratory and became a ghost hunting superhero. Okay.
I get the impression Luke is closer to your age than my age.
I'm 15, so who knows?
I don't know. I'm a big fan of this thing. This thing's sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you just had these out on the board and you just labeled them differently?
How about this one?
Which one? I don't. Oh, that one. Where it's like, if your P looks like that, you should go to a doctor.
Jesus.
It's just this is advice. It's friendly advice for the YouTubers.
Yeah. It's the sun. It's daytime now. No, it's nighttime. All right.
I don't know.
I think we should end this stream.
Board,
I don't think anybody's watching.
This board's got a lot going on. Yeah. Okay. Good night, everybody. I just wanted to see this map because I saw you posting it. No, let's play this one tomorrow, Trivy. I got time.
Luke McCarthy, I just professionally reference things that I am not super familiar with. I appreciate the candor. Cool, man.
Oh, actually, I have Friday off. Let's play Friday. You got Friday time Friday?
With me or with Seabiscuit?
With you.
With me? I might be tentative, yes.
Okay. I don't know what you do in your day-to-day. I'm not asking you to tell me.
I might have a pod game on Friday, is all I'm saying.
How many pods are you in right now?
2.
Oh, that's not bad. I think 2 is about the max for me.
Yeah, it's like 2, and then I also like stream at least like basically every day, so it's.
Yeah, you do a lot of that.
I do. You guys keep joining pods and launching them, so I'll keep streaming them. It's pretty sick.
That's fair.
Alrighty, I am gonna sign off, everybody. Thanks for joining this weird late night stream and checking out this new train. We're gonna have a discussion about it in the Discord after some fine tuning to these maps. I'll make them live, and then we can do some playtesting and go from there. And it'll be sick. And if people find that they really like them, we'll try to get them into T5S2 sooner rather than later, I guess. I love that these intercessors just calmly stand on their heads.
Yeah, something's wrong with them. They're well.
I can tell.
How close can you put them next to each other? Yeah, they won't. Like, you can't make them base to base, right?
Really?
Well, try.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do like the horse whisperer?
No, they're not base to base. You're right.
Try that one. Get that one in there. See?
Oh, it's their bolt. Their bolt guns have a big hitbox, probably, right? No. That is weird. I wonder if it's just the back.
I don't know. I need new answers.
Mega Run. The third map's work in progress. That one's just a jumble right now. It's kind of messy.
Cool.
I was working on it before I streamed, but the idea is it'll be slightly less line of sight blocking terrain, so it's a little bit more open for gun lines.
You mean there won't be giant obelisks?
Yeah, probably not giant stargates.
So, the other night, my wife, we try to watch a show together at night because like she gets tired and her work's like serious, so she wants to just relax.
Gross.
So she starts Stargate 2, and she's watching it, and she's like, I guess I should mention this. Like, I don't know what a Stargate is.
Stargate
should I
2?
watch the first episode? And I'm like, yeah, we should.
Oh, like season 2 of Stargate?
No, there's like 2 television shows of it.
Like Atlantis, you mean?
Yeah. Stargate 2. Yeah. That's what I said.
Jesus. The Stargate Luddite over here, am I right?
Hey, hold on. What did Luke say? Sometimes I professionally reference things I'm not super familiar with.
You're a little slow on the uptake there, bud.
No, I was saying that in reference to my Stargate reference.
Oh, I gotcha.
Come on. I was going full circle.
Okay, I get it. It was a callback, and it was very clever, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
That was excessive.
Dude, the particle effects look so silly when they're falling down. All right.
Are you going to kill this stream? Can I talk?
I'm going to kill the stream. Yeah, let's do it. Goodbye, stream. Thanks for joining. This was